Great moments are born from great opportunity. One game. If we played them 10 times, they might win 9, but not this game. Not tonight. Tonight, we stay with them, and we shut them down because we can.
Are you ready?
It's time for Longview Lobos football, live on 106.5 Jack FM. Lobo Nation is on Jack FM. KOOI, Jacksonville, Tyler, Longview. 106.5 Jack FM presents the John King Coaches Show. Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet Chrysler Dodge Jeep Buick in Longview.
Good evening, Longview Lobo Nation. Harlan, the sports guy here with your John King Coaches Show, presented by Peters Chevrolet Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Buick Fiat in Longview, on your home for Longview Lobo football. 106.5 Jack FM. Let me bring in my partner and co-host of the John King Coaches Show. Good afternoon, Pigskin Bob.
Good afternoon to you, my friend, and last district game.
That's it.
For your Longview Lobos.
The third season starts after tonight. Filling in for John King tonight, our good friend Oscar Wilson, the assistant head coach, not interim head coach anymore. John King's still the coach, but he needed to take care of some health business today. So he threw you back in the game and said, go talk to those two idiots, didn't he?
Back in the fire.
No problem in that. Whatever Coach King needs done, we're going to do it as a coaching staff. We're here for him because he is Lobo football.
Absolutely, and thank you for filling in for Coach King once again. And you filled in when he was dealing with his serious health issues. Things are better, but still some follow up, and you're back in the saddle.
Yes, sir. I have no problem with it because I like you guys. You guys are
That's
fun.
not what you were saying in the hallway.
Yes.
He's always loved us.
Yes, I love you all.
Don't put him on the spot.
No.
That's not what you said in the hallway. Well, we really do appreciate your time. Let's talk about the North Forney game, because last week was such a big week. You had all those teams 3-1. It's all coming down to it. Everybody's going to win. Everybody's going to play. But we got up 21 at halftime, 42-21. Tell us, take it from there. What was said in the locker room, and then talk about that crazy third quarter.
What we talked about at halftime, the ball game is not over. We have to play 4 quarters. And you're about 21 points, but that's not a lead. Against Rockwall Heath, it was the same score, 42-21, Rockwall Heath. They came back, and they lost that game 56-55 because they missed the 2-point conversion. So the track record was there.
That's crazy.
We knew what to expect. Now, when we went out there the third quarter, we scored after they scored. We matched them. So we still up by 21 points. They came back in 2 onside kicks. That was the difference, in my opinion. And, we can make excuses about what happened on this, who did what. But we as a team, we didn't take care of our business, and that's what we're going to try to correct.
Did it shine a big old light on practice this past week on special teams? Did we do lots of special team work?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And because, when your weaknesses are pointed out, you're going to go back and work on that, and we did that. Now, what we said, we emphasize certain things. If that ball is kicked, go up and get it. Don't wait on it. Go get it. Well, it didn't go 10 yards. Go get it. We want to get that ball. We want possession. And that's what we worked on in practice this week.
Did you go from the hands team now to the special hands team? Did you have to make any personnel changes?
No, it's same personnel, but do your job. You have an assignment, get your job done. That's what we emphasize in practice.
Yes.
Was there any in the locker room at halftime when you were up 21? Was there any attitude of, we got this?
No, because we as coaches,
I know what y'all said.
We're not going to let it happen.
Did they hear it?
I think they heard it, but until you go through it, you don't know what to expect. Now, the first onside kick, we got it, remember?
Yeah.
We got the onside kick. So, I don't know whether we relaxed or what, but the next 2, we didn't operate like we're supposed to have.
And one of them kind of went out of bounds, didn't it? I mean, I don't know where you saw it, Coach.
Yes, it went out of bounds.
But I was listening on the radio, and it sounded out of bounds.
You tell your return man, you make sure that you go over there and see it out of bounds. Don't assume nothing. And that's what we emphasize in practice this week. Run up there and don't stay back there and say, well, it's going out of bounds. You don't assume nothing.
Who knows? This might be a good lesson for the Lobos moving forward.
Well, everything in life, it gets you prepared for what happens later on down the road. We are in the second season next week. We're in the playoffs. Now, what are you going to do with our opportunity? And that's what we're telling our kids. We started our playoffs last week with North Forney because we wanted to win a gold ball, wanted to be the top seed. That didn't happen. Now, second round of the playoffs, what are we going to do with Royse City? They have nothing to lose. Their season, this is their playoff game. So that's why we said win the playoffs. And we're going to do whatever it takes to win tonight.
We'll talk about the Royse City Bulldogs after the break, but real quick before we go to break, the attitude and the mood on the way home and when y'all got home and Monday at practice, down, dejected, mad? How were the players?
Mad.
Yeah.
Mad. Upset. No, they had blown an opportunity for the gold ball. They
and a home game.
Yeah. Yes, and a home game. Yes.
Yeah.
And seniors, tonight is your last home game.
Yeah.
If you had won, you would have had another one. They were upset about it, so that was the attitude.
Do you have a question about Trey Hamilton?
I do, as a matter of fact, because, earlier in the season, he not struggled, but just wasn't living up to his potential. Well, things have changed over the last 3 weeks. Tell us a little bit about how Trey has matured into the kind of quarterback.
All because of you, Coach, is what we're asking?
No.
Are you the secret to the success?
No,
yeah, he's the shake that now.
No. I coach the running backs. Coach Sanders has the quarterbacks. And I give credit to him for working with Johnny every week. They meet. He comes over to Coach's house, and they go over videos. I give credit to Coach Sanders for developing Johnny into the quarterback that he is right now.
1 interception on the season.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
Because he emphasized one thing. Follow the plan and follow the progression. If it's not there, throw it away. Don't just throw it into a pile.
Right.
Don't throw no interception. And he's bought into it, and he's doing real good. And me personally, I'm proud of Johnny because we knew what we had in him if he would just develop, and he's done that.
I think he's the kind of kid, from all I've known, heard, and read, and things like that, that he could get into the playoffs and catch fire. He really could.
He's coachable, and best for him is ahead. And I compare it to this one thing. Haynes King is somebody he looks up to. So he's going to do whatever he can to be like Haynes King.
Tough as boot leather.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. It doesn't hurt having all those Lobos around you either. Right. He's got some talented teammates around him.
Absolutely. Let's take a break, come back and talk about the Royse City Bulldogs after this on the John King Coaches Show with guest speaker Oscar Wilson filling in for Coach King. And your Coaches Show is brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Fiat in Longview. We'll be right back on your home for Longview Lobo football, 106.5 Jack FM.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
Now you can arrive at the big game in style in any of the luxurious Buicks in stock at Peters Buick in Longview. With the largest selection of new Buicks in East Texas, you can't lose at Peters. So make the big play now in a new 2025 Buick Envista Preferred. Only $399 per month with 0 down. Enjoy the game in the comfort and luxury of a new Buick from the #1 Buick dealer in East Texas. Peters Buick. Online at peterscars.net.
The Longview Thanksgiving Food Drive is celebrating its 40th year. The demand for Thanksgiving donations are the biggest in the history of this food drive. Over 2,000 families are in need and have submitted for this donation. We need your help. Stop by your Longview area Super Ones or Brookshire grocery stores and purchase a prepackaged meal for just a few bucks. Their staff will take it from there. Or you can drop off non-perishable food items at Mod Cod Convention Center in Longview on Monday, November the 24th. It's the 40th year of the Longview Thanksgiving Food Drive.
Hey y'all, it's Fozzie Whitaker for Tri-State Water, Power, and Air. On the field, I learned the importance of being ready for anything. That's why I trust Tri-State to keep my home powered up when it matters most. Call now for up to $2,000 off a new standby whole home generator. 903-382-0000. 331-0466 or visit tristategenerators.com. And make sure to let them know Fozzie sent you.
Call now for up to $2,000 off. Fozzie Whitaker is a customer and paid endorser for Tri-State Water, Power, and Air.
Fish's RV knows a thing or two about how to go play in Texas. And we've been here long enough to know that this time of year, in this town, that means one thing. Lobos football is back. And Fish's RV's fired up to be back as a sponsor. We can't wait to watch the green, gold, and white get back to ball and take care of business. So, Lobos fans, help us bring the noise every game this fall. Because if we're going to go play, we might as well go all the way. Fish's RV in Longview at the intersection of Judson and George Ritchie, where memories begin.
Getting your favorite Chick-fil-A has never been easier. With the Chick-fil-A app, you can order ahead for carry-out, dine-in, or the drive-thru. Want it brought right to your door? Try Chick-fil-A Delivery, straight from the East or West Longview locations. Plus, every order earns you Chick-fil-A rewards, and you can redeem them for your favorites. Fast, convenient, and rewarding. That's the Chick-fil-A app. Download today and make mealtime simple. And be sure to follow Chick-fil-A East Longview and Chick-fil-A West Longview on Facebook and Instagram for fun giveaways, exciting new products, and community updates.
Life is meant to be lived in motion, in the moment, on the go. If a sports injury or chronic pain threatens to slow you down, hold you back, or take you out of the game, Christus Health is here, right where you live, with complete personalized orthopedic care. Because you have a lot of games to play, miles to go, and life to live. Christus Health, your life, our purpose. Find care near you at ChristusHealth.org.
Why hire the Lobo lawyers? Because if you've been seriously injured through no fault of your own, you don't have to fight the insurance company alone. We are your pack, and we will fight for you. When it's time to Lobo up and lawyer up, call Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. Board-certified personal injury trial lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALLDAN. Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo lawyers.
Whether you're looking for a boat, motorcycle, camper, ATV, or personal watercraft, Eastman Credit Union has a loan to fit your needs. We offer 100% financing options and no payments for 60 days, so you can live your dream today. Hit the road or the waves in style with an RV and power sports loan from ECU. Start your adventure today. Eastman Credit Union. Loan and payment deferral are subject to credit approval.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
All right, on the Sports Guy Pigskin, Bob, Oscar Wilson back on the John King Coaches Show. Coach Wilson filling in for John King today. He's got some medical follow-up stuff to take care of, and he said, Wilson, you're back in. Go talk to my boys.
Yes.
And don't let them give you any business and put words in your mouth and make stuff up. But good luck trying to stop us from doing that. Hey, your Coaches Show is once again brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Fiat, and Longview. And Coach, we finish up the season with Royse City, and we know we're going to be the 2 seed in 6A Division 2. We know we're going on the road next week. And you told us before we went on the air, one of the Garland schools is who it looks like we're going to play. Could be Wiley.
Could be Wiley East, but it's probably going to be Rowlett.
Okay, Rowlett. Mm-hmm. And at one of those old Garland stadiums that Johnny Vaughn loves so much.
He does not like them, as a matter of fact.
He said they're older than he is.
We don't know for sure which stadium it's going to be, but it will be in Garland. We know that's a fact. It's going to be in Garland.
Okay. And, of course, is it for sure Friday night?
Friday night.
Okay. So you or Coach King will be here next Friday morning as we get ready for the playoffs. So on the one hand, there's nothing to play for. You win or lose, we know we're going to be the 2 seed in Division 2. On the other hand, you want to get a winning record. On the Royse City side, you've said 7 times this morning, I've been counting, they got nothing to lose. They're going to let it all go out. They got nothing. This is their playoff game. They also know that basketball season starts tonight about 10:45, and why don't we just get this over with, go to Longview, take our whooping, and then get on with the getting on because it's over. So sometimes teams will mail in that last game, Coach.
No. I'm going to tell you why. Because every team, before the season, they circle one game, Longview.
Of course.
Everybody wants to beat Longview because we are the standard. And people say what they want to say. What a standard the teams are judged by. And they also can have a winning record for the first time in about 6-7 years. They want to go out with a winning record. They want to go 6-4. Like we want to be 6-4. They don't want to be 5-5. They haven't won a district ball game. They want to win. And whatever it takes to win, they're going to try to pull it out. And they're going to pull out all stops. What you might see on defense, blitzes from all angles. They're going to do it, okay? Trick plays on offense. And even in the kicking game, we got to be ready on all aspects of the game.
Onside kicks?
Yes.
You might see some of those?
Yes. I would prepare for those.
Oh, yes.
Okay, here's one. Okay, the quarterback that you went against last week. What was his name?
Legend Bay.
Legend Bay. I love the name. I got to remember that. Really good.
Yes.
Well, their quarterback tonight, Jamison Richardson, take a look at his stats. He's thrown for 1,782 yards, 18 touchdowns, only 7 interceptions. He's run for 11 touchdowns. How does he compare to Legend?
He doesn't have the speed, but the looseness, he has that. And we're going to be on our P's and Q's on defense to stop him. That's the first key.
On this paper, it looks like he's a pretty good athlete.
But, yes, he's a good athlete, but he's not Legend Bay. And I'm giving props where I'm supposed to give props. Legend Bay was a different cat. If you miss him, it's over.
Yes, you don't get 2
He's
shots.
gone. You don't get 2 tries at him, okay? Now, this kid, we're going to try to contain him and keep him in the pocket and make him throw the ball. Now, he has a good receiver also, but we're going to be ready to play football tonight.
Senior night at Lobo Stadium, a big night for as you said in the first part. We know we're not going to be at home next week, so this is it for these seniors. Their last time to walk down that tunnel and hear the crowd as they come out, have their moment with their family tonight. Right. It's a big night for the Lobo seniors, isn't it?
Yes, sir, and it's a big night for Lobo football because we have a tradition. Lobos always win at home. This is a home game, and we're taking it that way. We don't lose at home. Now, when we start the season, we tell them one thing. We're going to be in the playoffs. 26 straight years we've been in the playoffs, but we want to win at home. We're not having that home playoff game this year, but this is our playoff game right here. Mm-hmm. And we're going to emphasize one thing. Do your job. Follow the plan that's been set forward by your coaches, and that's what we're going to do.
You know what I would tell them is don't worry about next week. Don't worry about last week. Take them one game at a time. That's what I would say.
Absolutely. And that's all you can play for.
Yeah.
Because it's not assured.
Yeah, the fact that there's really nothing to lose. Do you think about resting some of your kids?
No.
Does that ever come up in a conversation whatsoever?
No.
In the coach's room?
No.
You know, we
going to play every game, and the resting will take care of itself. There's no rest. There's no off day in Lobo football.
Lobos don't rest, Bob.
There's no off day.
Yeah.
So we're going to play.
7 days a week, no days off.
No days off.
That's right. All right. Well, I'm excited, and it's time to get us a good fat win here in Longview.
Yes.
All right. That's Oscar Wilson filling in for John King, who will be head coaching tonight at Lobo Stadium, senior night, and we get ready for the playoffs. And whether it's Coach Wilson or Coach King, we'll be back next week for first-round playoff action as we get ready to send Johnny to some Garland Stadium that
he's going to hate.
He doesn't care for. Coach, thank you so much for coming in.
You're welcome. And my word is this: we're here for Lobo fans and for Coach John King, because he is. I said it many times. He is Lobo football, and I'm going to do whatever I can to make it better for him on this side. And I'm here, Coach King. We love you.
That'll do it. We'll take a break, send it back to Lobo Stadium for Brian Houston, Johnny Vaughn's call of tonight's district wrap-up game, senior night at Lobo Stadium, as the Lobos take on the Royse City Bulldogs. That's coming up next here on your home for Longview Lobo football, 106.5 Jack FM.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview. Football's underway, and Peters Chevrolet in Longview is celebrating with some amazing deals for you. Like a new 2026 Chevrolet Trax, only $399 per month with 0 down. Or blaze a trail down the field in a new 2026 Chevrolet Trailblazer. Only $379 per month with 0 down. Score the perfect vehicle this football season. Come and check out the largest selection of new Chevrolets at Peters Chevrolet. Online at peterscars.net. Peters Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
This has been the John King Coaches Show on 106.5 Jack FM.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
Life is full of healthcare needs, large and small, from the birth of a child to caring for elderly patients. Since 1975, the Diagnostic Clinic of Longview has been serving East Texans with quality, personalized patient care, from comprehensive family medicine to a variety of specialties: pediatrics, OBGYN, internal medicine, general surgery, orthopedics, neurology, sleep medicine, and more. Diagnostic Clinic, always voted the best of East Texas, and always there to meet your healthcare needs. Online at dcol.net.
At McDaniel's Quality Body Works, we know that with steep premiums and high deductibles, many families are avoiding insurance claims. Many of our customers at McDaniel's are choosing to pay out of pocket for repairs rather than risking even higher premiums or cancellation. Each one of our McDaniel's locations in Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer will be offering customer-paid discounts. We encourage you to come by and visit with our staff and let us show you how we can help meet your budget. McDaniel's Quality Body Works, Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer.
In Texas, we pride ourselves on standing tall. But sometimes, even the toughest folks need a hand. If you or someone you know is having a mental health crisis, call or text 988 to reach the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Or to chat, visit texas988.org. Trained counselors are available 24/7 to provide confidential support at no cost to you. With 988, you're not alone in the Lone Star State.
Fish's RV knows a thing or two about how to go play in Texas. And we've been here long enough to know that this time of year, in this town, that means one thing. Lobos football is back. And Fish's RV's fired up to be back as a sponsor. We can't wait to watch the green, gold, and white get back to ball and take care of business. So, Lobos fans, help us bring the noise every game this fall. Because if we're going to go play, we might as well go all the way. Fish's RV in Longview at the intersection of Judson and George Ritchie, where memories begin.
Hey y'all, it's Fozzie Whitaker for Tri-State Water, Power, and Air. On the field, I learned the importance of being ready for anything. That's why I trust Tri-State to keep my home powered up when it matters most. Call now for up to $2,000 off a new standby whole home generator. 903-331-0466 or visit tristategenerators.com. And make sure to let them know Fozzie sent you.
Call now for up to $2,000 off. Fozzie Whitaker is a customer and paid endorser for Tri-State Water, Power, and Air.
What time is it? Game time. Any dogs in the house? Woo, 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 woo. Now, with that out of the way, shall we begin?
Hell yeah! 106.5 Jack FM presents Longview Lobo High School Football.
KOOI Jacksonville. Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Also brought to you by Eastman Credit Union, Longview, Kilgore Cable TV, Sorey and Hoover Law Firm, Fish's RV Center, Longview Orthopedic Clinic, Christus Good Shepherd, Soapy's Car Wash, Hot Dog Express, Telco Plus Credit Union, and McDaniel's Quality Body Works. The Lobos are on 106.5 Jack FM.
Live from Lobo Stadium in Longview, it is the regular season finale in a key District 10 6A contest between the Royse City Bulldogs and the Longview Lobos. Good evening, I'm Brian Houston along with Johnny Vaughn. Producer Matt Morton is back at the station. John King's Longview Lobos are 5-4 for the season, 3-2 in district play after falling to North Forney 56-55 in a crazy game last week. The Lobos saw a 21-point halftime lead melt away as North Forney outscored Longview 28-7 in the third quarter. Lobos still had a chance to tie the game in the final 3 minutes, but missed an extra point. Trey Hamilton threw for 373 yards and 5 touchdowns, 3 of them to Jaden Herndon, but the Lobo defense got shredded for a whopping 546 rushing yards in the loss. The Lobos have already clinched a playoff berth as the 4th place team in the district by virtue of their win over Rockwall, but they'd love to get that 6th win to to ensure a winning season and to get some momentum going into the postseason. They've lost 4 ball games, but they're by a total of 11 points. Coach Andrew Colvin's Royse City Bulldogs are 5-4 for the season, only 1-4 in league play. Bulldogs jumped out to a 4-0 start in non-district play, but since then they've managed only 1 district win over Tyler Legacy. They played 2 weeks ago. It was a 47-0 loss to North Forney. In district play, Royse City's averaging just under 26 points per game scoring, but they allow almost 40 points per game. Bulldogs are led by a dual-threat quarterback, Jamison Richardson, who has passed for 1,782 yards and 18 touchdowns, while throwing 7 interceptions. He's also rushed for 486 yards and 11 more scores. Johnny Vaughn, Lobos need another big night from their offense, and they need to control Richardson if they want to win this ball game tonight.
Yeah, Richardson is probably their best threat. He's had a good season as it goes. But Longview needs to step up tonight. You know, we go into the playoffs next week, and this is a big game, and I don't think you're going to see that Longview takes Royse City lightly. I think they'll come out and we'll get a good effort out of the Lobos.
Well, we need to get one. They want the team to have some confidence going into next week when they go probably to play Rowlett in the Garland area, and so that'll be what the playoffs are like. But you'd like to see the Lobos come out tonight motivated, excited, energetic, and wanting to put on a good show for senior night. 31 seniors saying goodbye, playing their final ball game here at Lobo Stadium. 5 starters on offense will be gone after this year, 7 starters on defense. So these seniors want to go out on a winning note here in their final game at Lobo Stadium. And so it's going to be very interesting to see just how much energy they have coming into this ball game when there's absolutely nothing riding on it except the winning season. They'd like to do that. They haven't lost 5 games in a regular season in 25 years, I don't think so.
Yeah. But the other thing that it should motivate us tonight is we start, the playoffs are going to start tomorrow or next week, and you got to recognize that, and you got to believe as a team. You got to feel like you're going to have a really good night tonight and put you in a good mood for the next week starting the playoffs.
No doubt about it. They do need to play well. Now, keep in mind, the last time they lost 4 games in the regular season, they went on to go to the state semifinals in Class 5A. That was back in 2010 under John King. So just because you go in with a record that doesn't look that great, you can still play for a lot. And if you get hot at the right time, that's what the playoffs are all about. You're starting over at 0-0 next week. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with the Lobos. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back and we'll check the coin toss and get started for the kickoff. You are listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
Now you can arrive at the big game in style in any of the luxurious Buicks in stock at Peters Buick in Longview. With the largest selection of new Buicks in East Texas, you can't lose at Peters. So make the big play now in a new 2025 Buick Envista Preferred. Only $399 per month with 0 down. Enjoy the game in the comfort and luxury of a new Buick from the #1 Buick dealer in East Texas. Peters Buick. Online at peterscars.net.
Why hire the Lobo lawyers? Because if you've been seriously injured through no fault of your own, you don't have to fight the insurance company alone. We are your pack, and we will fight for you. When it's time to Lobo up and lawyer up, call Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. Board-certified personal injury trial lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALLDAN. Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo lawyers.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
Back here at Lobo Stadium, 69 degrees, an absolutely beautiful night tonight. We're going to have a full moon, and it's going to be a gorgeous evening. We've got winds out of the north at around 6 miles an hour. Makes it feel like it's about 67 right now. The Lobos are on their sideline, the near sideline, and they are dressed in their green jerseys with the white pants, the green helmets, the rock and L on either side of the helmets, gold numbers. Across the way, we've got the Royse City Bulldogs. They're in white jerseys, white helmets, gold pants, a bit like the Georgia Tech colors. And they come out to meet at the center of the field to exchange the coin toss, and we'll see who gets the ball to start this ball game. We are working without a scoreboard tonight, by the way, so that's going to be interesting. We'll be hopefully seeing a game clock that's right above the play clock, but down in distance is going to be up to yours truly. And with my eyesight, who knows? You can tell it's time for the season to be over. When the scoreboard says I quit, then it's done, you know.
That's...
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview. Football's underway, and Peters Chevrolet in Longview is celebrating with some amazing deals for you. Like a new 2026 Chevrolet Trax, only $399 per month with zero down. Or blaze a trail down the field in a new 2026 Chevrolet Trailblazer, only $379 per month with zero down. Score the perfect vehicle this football season. Come and check out the largest selection of new Chevrolets at Peters Chevrolet. Online at peterscars.net. Peters Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Looking for a stress-free way to finance your next car? Fuel your dreams with an ECU auto loan. Financing your next vehicle doesn't have to be overwhelming. ECU is here to help you every step of the way. We offer competitive rates, up to 125% financing, and no payments for 60 days, so you can drive worry-free with an auto loan that fits your needs. Just visit ecu.org/auto now to get started. Eastman Credit Union.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
Lobos apparently won the toss, and they have elected to kick off to start this ball game. So the Royse City football team is going to be out to receive to begin this game. Coach John King once again coaching from the press box tonight as he continues his radiation treatments following a surgery for oral cancer. Felipe Ayala will come out to do the honors. Check that. Gustavo De Luna will be kicking off tonight for the Lobos.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think he's done that this year.
That is different. Ayala's done a good job with it, but apparently they decided to go with the junior. And he's lined up now, ready to go from our left to our right, and we are underway. It's a short pooch kick, bounces at the 24, fumbled around and finally picked up. Ball came out. Longview's going to come up with it. They recovered a fumble at the 15-yard line. A turnover on the opening kickoff. So Longview will have the ball to start. Lobos on offense will have Beckett Cox at center. The guard stars Sean Demarion Pickren, Jaden Jackson, and Braxton Williams are the tackles. Jaden Washington, the tight end. Trey Hamilton, the quarterback. Keelan Cummings is the fullback. Mason Washington, usually the tailback. Jaden Herndon, Jordan Hobbs, Sean Davis to see action at receiver. They'll start at the Royse City 18-yard line. 1st and 10. Hamilton drops back. Pressure, throws it over the middle. Caught, touchdown, Sean Davis.
Post route. Made them cut, and Hamilton made the perfect throw.
What I loved about it, Johnny, was the pressure was starting to close in on him from the corners. And he just stepped up in the pocket and fired that ball and put it on a line right to Sean Davis.
Yeah, it was a great throw. Good way for the Lobos to start here.
Extra point by Felipe Ayala is good. And with 11:48 to play here in the first quarter, Longview 7, Royse City, nothing. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Now you can arrive at the big game in style in any of the luxurious Buicks in stock at Peters Buick in Longview. With the largest selection of new Buicks in East Texas, you can't lose at Peters. So make the big play now in a new 2025 Buick Envista Preferred. Only $399 per month with zero down. Enjoy the game in the comfort and luxury of a new Buick from the #1 Buick dealer in East Texas. Peters Buick. Online at peterscars.net.
Friday Night Football. It's more than a game. It's community, pride, and giving your kids the best opportunities. With a mortgage from Telco Plus Credit Union, you can make sure your family is in the school district where champions are made, on and off the field. We offer competitive rates, quick approvals, and the hometown service you can trust. Get in the right home and the right district so your kids can play and win where it matters most. Visit telcoplus.org today. We are your financial solution. Credit and membership qualifications apply. Equal housing lender insured by the NCUA.
Back at Lobo Stadium, DeLuna with the kickoff. It's taken by Brandon Darrow Harris, and he is buried back at the 11-yard line. Great coverage downfield by the Lobos. They recovered a fumble on the opening kickoff of the ball game at the 18-yard line. Needed only one play, an 18-yard touchdown pass from Trey Hamilton to Sean Davis. And the Lobos are up 7-0. That, by the way, is the 13th touchdown pass of the year for Trey Hamilton.
And he seems like he's just getting better every week. I mean,
Royse City starts at their own 12-yard line, 1st and 10. We'll check their lineup in a moment. They've got 5 wide. They throw a bubble screen out to the right. Move made, and then a first down picked up at the 26-yard line. Jamison Richardson, the quarterback, just fired it out on the right side to number 4, Bryson Arney, and it's 1st and 10 for Royse City. Richardson with 1,782 yards and 18 touchdown passes. He's also rushed for 11 touchdowns. Xavier Brown, the running back, Camarion Clark, Cole Crawford, and Tay Angwe are the receivers. Handoff, trying to go across to the left side, and a flag comes down after the play as Brown is buried by the Lobo defense for a loss of 2. Now let's see what the flag is. While we're doing that, defensive line for the Lobos, Darrell Dolly, Kristen Williams, and Tyson Johnson on the front. Linebackers are Jaden Woolridge, Jessier Hampton-Williams, Lawson Tubb, and Bradley Williams. Personal foul face mask is the call against the Lobos. That'll give Royse City 15 yards and another first down. Cornerbacks for Longview, Decaden Carter and Josiah Hill. The safeties, TJ Jackson and Hobart Nelson. They'll move the ball out to the 42-yard line. With 11 minutes to go in the first quarter, Longview leads it by a score of 7-0. 1st and 10 for Royse City. They've got a wing right, 2 wide receivers lined up wide right now. The wing back shifts out into the right slot, and we've got 5 wide. And pulling the ball down to run and going nowhere because Tyson Johnson is all over Jamison Richardson as he pulled it down like he was going to run a quarterback jaw, and Tyson Johnson was not having it. Lost back to the 38. It's going to be 2nd down now and about 14. They've got to get to the 48-yard line in Lobo territory for a first down. Richardson again with an empty backfield. And bunch receivers in tight. And a quick throw on a slant over the middle. It's caught and running to the 45 down to the 43-yard line. Catch was made by number 6, Jonathan Williams Townsend. And it's a first down, and it's a gain out to the 44, 19 yards, 1st and 10 for Royse City at the 44. Gun right, wing right. Quick pass on an RPO, caught again at the 30-yard line, and another first down. Royse City moving the ball sharply. Cole Crawford made that grab at the 24-yard line. That's a gain of 21 yards. And again, 1st and 10 for Royse City. The Bulldogs on the move right now with a sharp passing game. Gun left this time, 2 wideouts to the left side. Now they'll send a man in motion from the slot left over to the slot right. And this time it's going to be a handoff to Xavier Brown. And Brown is going to try the right side and pick up about 3 yards to the 22. It'll be 2nd down and 7 with 8:53 to go in the first quarter. 7-0 Longview on top, Royse City on the move. Their only district win this year came against Tyler Legacy, 38-17. They're 1-4 in district play. They'd love nothing better than to spoil senior night for the Lobos. Motion, and running back lines up to the left, and a flag goes down right as they snap the ball. Now, is this going to be offsides Longview? There's a discussion, and it's against Royse City. So that'll be a false start, a 5-yard penalty. That'll move the ball back to around the 27-yard line, and it'll be 2nd down and 12. Head coach out on the field having words with the officials. I guess claiming there was movement. Andrew Colvin is the head football coach. So on 2nd down and 12, they send a man in motion. And will hand it off. Brown gets thrown down by Lawson Tubb. No gain on the play. As Tubb just blew through the hole and rocked his world. It's 3rd down and 12.
Well, they're going to have to throw here, I think.
5 wide again for Royse City. Richardson in the gun. Tight end in motion. And a quick throw on a bubble screen again. And great defense bringing down the receiver. Nice play by Von Darian Adams on the out route. It was just a bubble screen, and Adams was all over the intended receiver, Xavier Brown. He lost about 4 on the play back to the 30-yard line. Now it's 3rd down, and they've got to get to the 15-yard line. So it's 4th down and 16 now, I should say. 4th down and 16. And the offense is going to stay on the field. It's no man's land. Field goal's a little bit too far. Gun left, and they'll have a blocking back lined up. Now he'll shift in motion to the slot. And Richardson rolls to his left. The ball is batted up into the air and incomplete by Jessier Hampton Williams. And the ball is going to go over on downs. Lobo defense, and the pass rush got to him. So with 6:45 to play, Longview will take over at their own 30-yard line. Lobos lead at 7-0 over Royse City here on senior night. They send 2 wide to either side. Hamilton in the gun. Blitz shown for Royse City, a quick pass off the mark intended on a slant to Jaden Herndon as Royse City was sending plenty of pressure. 2nd down and 10 from the 30-yard line. Jacaden Davis checks into the game now, along with Keelan Cummings and Cy Marsh. That usually signals a 2 tight end I formation for the Lobos. Now Cummings will line up to the left of Trey Hamilton in the gun. They send 2 wide to the right side, and now Herndon comes in motion. They fake the jet sweep, and Jacaden Davis will run it to the left side. He took the snap and gained maybe a yard to the 31. Javier Glave comes in at wide receiver. Keelan Cummings back in the game. And he'll line up to the right of Trey Hamilton this time. 3 wideouts, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Hamilton back to throw. Looking, fires a ball deep downfield. It's incomplete, intended for Jaden Herndon. Defensively guarded very closely by Brandon Darrow Harris. Good coverage by Harris, and it'll be 4th down and 9 for the Lobos, and Jordan Hobbs will come on to punt. Bryson Arney is back at his own 32-yard line to receive this kick. Jordan Hobbs is back at his own 16 for the punt. High snap, gets over his head. Now he's got a rugby kick it. He manages to get it off, and then it takes a nice Longview roll and rolls dead at around the 35-yard line. I don't know how he got that off, but that snap was high. And it was a 35-yard punt when it was all said and done, but that's the second week in a row we've had a high snap go over the head of the punter.
Yeah, that's a great job by the punter, though. Is he able to pick it up and kick it up on the move, and now they're back on their 35.
.539 to play here in the first quarter. Still 7-0. Longview on top. Royse City with the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 35. 4 wideouts to either side. Jamison rolls to his right. He'll fire it out of the backfield. Complete to Bryson Arney, and he goes out of bounds right at the 1st down marker. So that'll move the chains, and it's 1st down and 10 for Royse City at the 45-yard line. Handoff this time right up the middle to Xavier Watson. Seemed like the big back in the group, and he is taken down. Jessier Hampton-Williams and Tyson Johnson bust through to throw him down after a 1-yard gain. Lobos getting personnel on the field right now as Richardson brings his team to the line of scrimmage on 2nd down and 9. They run a lot of shifts and a lot of motion, and it's an empty backfield when it's all said and done, and a flag goes down. And this will probably be against Royse City. It is a false start. They'll usually send 2 men in motion. And that creates some matchup issues for the Lobos, but it also can mean a lot of motion to get you in trouble on offense. A 5-yard penalty backs them up to the 41-yard line. 4:51 to play in the first quarter. Empty backfield again with 5 wide. Quick pass on a slant, this time dropped. Hit him right in the hands, and Bryson Arney couldn't hang on to it. He got it out quick. Well, maybe it was batted down. It might have been Jessier Hampton-Williams that got a hand on it. When you look at the replay, he may have got a finger on it and deflected it.
Ran a quick slant. He tried to sneak it in there, but incomplete.
Now man in motion to the near side, so that'll be 3 wide to the left side. And again, an RPO over the middle, and this one is batted down. Lawson Tubb gets his hands up and knocks that ball away, and it's 4th down now and 14. And you would assume that Richardson will drop back in punting position. The quarterback is the punter. And DeCaden Carter will go back to return the punt for the Longview Lobos. Richardson gets in punt formation. And he'll put his foot into it. It's a low end-over-end kick, bounces at the 11-yard line, takes a big Royse City bounce, and goes into the end zone for the touchback. So Longview will get the ball. 4:29 to play here in the first quarter. Still leading it by a score of 7-0. Royse City arguing that Carter might have touched the football, and Royse City thought they might be able to recover it in the end zone, but that was not the case, and that was not the ruling by the officials. Lobo offense comes out now 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Hamilton has 2 wide receivers going wide left. Wing right. Herndon is lined up to the boundary side, the right side. There's a discussion. Colvin over there with the officials over in front of the Royse City bench. He's getting to know them well here in the first quarter.
Well, you got... I'm not sure what they're discussing here.
Whatever it is, he's pretty animated about it, but he's not going to win that argument.
No.
So he's just wasting time right now. Finally, the officials walk away from now. He's being called back. And this is just going on for too long.
This kind of reminds me of last week. We had a few long discussions with the referees.
I have no idea what the complaint could be. But finally, Colvin gets sent back to the sidelines and we'll get underway again. Lobos in the gun. Mason Washington lined up to the right of Trey Hamilton this time. 2 wideouts to the far side of the field over on the left. And Herndon on his own on the right side. Handoff, Washington up the middle. Washington with a nice burst. Gets across the 27 to about the 28-yard line. And an 8-yard gain for the Lobos. 2nd down and 2. And again, the handoff to Washington, and Washington bulls his way forward to the 31 for a 1st down. Longview with 4:05 to go in the first quarter. They lead 7-0 over Royse City. This is the home finale, the last regular season game of the 2025 season. Senior night for the Lobos. 1st and 10 as Herndon and Jacaden Davis go wide left. Ball's on the right hash mark. Hamilton with the handoff. Up the middle, getting to around the 37-yard line. Once again, it's Mason Washington. They'll give him the 38. That's about a 6-yard gain. It's 2nd down and 4.
Taylor Davis with the tackle.
Wholesale substitutions on offense for the Lobos. And a couple of fresh bodies coming on the field for Royse City. Herndon goes wide left. They'll be in a 2 tight end set, but they're in the gun. And Hamilton just runs quarterback power to the right. He'll get to the 40-yard line. Still needs about 2 yards to get the 1st down. After a gain of 2. Third down and 2. Here come the Lobos. Herndon goes wide left. Now they're in the I formation. Trey gets under center, then pulls back, checks the sideline for the offensive play call. Now back under center. Handoff to the tailback. Mason Washington. Big scrum, big push. I don't know if he got the 1st down, Good job by the Royse City defense. Let's see where they spot this. And it looks like they got the first down. Move the chains. 1:59 to go in the first quarter. And another first down for the Lobos. John Abrams, the safety for Royse City, hobbles off, hopping on one leg right now. He had an ankle or a knee problem. Lobos on 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line. 2 wide to the left side this time. They'll hand it off. Washington dances into the hole on the right side, gets to around the 45-yard line, a gain of about 3. Actually, 2nd and 8. And they run a lot of different offensive personnel on every play right now. Tim Sanders has really overhauled this Longview offense, and it's been really effective the last 2 or 3 games. On 2nd down and 8, 2 wide to the left side, wing left. Hamilton fires the ball out. It's caught at the 50-yard line by Jacaden Davis, who tries to get to the first down marker. He may have done it on second effort. Had to get to the 47-yard line and did so. First down, Lobos. 49 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 Longview leading Royse City. Lobos already have 4th place and a playoff berth locked up. They'd like to get out of here with a 6th win for a winning season. They've lost 4 ball games by a total of 11 points this year. Now they'll come out in a 4-wide set, 2-by-2. Hamilton keeps the ball, goes right up the middle, and he'll get to around the 45-yard line for a short gain. Royse City defensively has Seth Yates in the middle. Kingston Rogers and Herschel Pratt are on the ends. They've got 4 linebackers, Krishan Terry, Tegan Woods, Kyron Reyes, and Caleb Amos. Corners are Tavian Moore and Brandon Darrow Harris, and the safeties Hayden Cook and John Abrams. And that is the end of the first quarter. After 1, Longview 7, Royse City nothing. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
Life is meant to be lived in motion, in the moment, on the go. If a sports injury or chronic pain threatens to slow you down, hold you back, or take you out of the game, Christus Health is here, right where you live, with complete personalized orthopedic care. Because you have a lot of games to play, miles to go, and life to live. Christus Health, your life, our purpose. Find care near you at christushealth.org.
At McDaniel's Quality Body Works, we know that with steep premiums and high deductibles, many families are avoiding insurance claims. Many of our customers at McDaniel's are choosing to pay out of pocket for repairs rather than risking even higher premiums or cancellation. Each one of our McDaniel's locations in Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer will be offering customer-paid discounts. We encourage you to come by and visit with our staff and let us show you how we can help meet your budget. McDaniel's Quality Body Works, Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
First play of the second quarter. Longview has the ball at the Royse City 45. They'll throw a quick screen inside to Jaden Herndon. And oh, man, he is bent backwards. That could have been a real serious injury for Jaden Herndon. Fortunately, he got up. He had a man around his legs. He got hit in the upper body and was bent backwards. And fortunately, he was able to get up without being hurt. He really got hammered by Tegan Woods on the play, and it kept him about a half yard shy of a first down. Ball is at the 38-yard line. And on 3rd and 1, Lobos try a run to the right side, and it goes nowhere. They lost yardage on the play. Now it's 4th down as Caden Graves was shut down and actually lost a yard on the play. So now on 4th down and 2, the offense stays on the field, but Mason Washington checks in. Lobos lead at 7-0 and want to keep this drive alive. Started back at their own 20 in the first quarter. I formation, 2 tight ends. Hand up, play action. Trey Hamilton rolls to his right, flips it out, and it's complete to the running back. Still going at the 10, 5. Wait a minute. They call him out of bounds at the 20-yard line. He turned around. It was Keelan Cummings who flared out of the backfield and caught the ball and was going down the sidelines, but he stepped out of bounds. And it's a first down for the Lobos at the 20-yard line. .10:46 to go, first half. From the eye again. Herndon lines up to the left this time. Ball's on the right hash mark. Handoff, Cummings. Cummings right up the middle. Gets to around the 17-yard line. Gain of 3, second down and 7. They stay in the eye on second down from the 18-yard line. Handoff, tailback, sweeping left, running to the 15, to the 10. Mason Washington down around the 10-yard line. He'll be about a yard shy as they spot him at the 11. He's going to be a yard shy of the first down. It'll be 3rd down and 1. McCaden Frazier in at tailback now, behind Cummings as they stay in the eye. Hamilton, again, under center, checks the sidelines for a call. Lets his line know what he's doing. Now back under center. Handoff, Frazier. Frazier up the middle. Frazier across the 10 to around the 9-yard line for the first down. 9:20 to play in the first half. Lobos lead at 7-0. It's 1st and goal now. Tonight's ball game brought to you in part by Tri-State Water, Power, and Air. Keeping your home powered up when it matters most. Visit tristategenerators.com. Sugar Huddle right up to the line of scrimmage. A quick snap. And Hamilton rolls to his right, looks into the end zone. Caught! Jaden Herndon went up to grab it. Touchdown, Longview. Trey Hamilton threw it up high, but not too high. Jaden Herndon had to go up for it, and man, I mean, he extended it all the way and brought it down for the score.
They've been playing on Herndon, man coverage by the cornerbacks, and I've been waiting for when we're going to throw it to him, and they did then.
Felipe Ayala kicks the extra point through. It is 14-0. Longview on top of Royse City with 8:55 to go in the first half. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Whether you're looking for a boat, motorcycle, camper, ATV, or personal watercraft, Eastman Credit Union has a loan to fit your needs. We offer 100% financing options and no payments for 60 days, so you can live your dream today. Hit the road or the waves in style with an RV and power sports loan from ECU. Start your adventure today. Eastman Credit Union. Loan and payment deferral are subject to credit approval.
Football's underway, and Peter Chevrolet in Longview is celebrating with some amazing deals for you. Like a new 2026 Chevrolet Trax, only $399 per month with 0 down. Or blaze a trail down the field in a new 2026 Chevrolet Trailblazer, only $379 per month with 0 down. Score the perfect vehicle this football season. Come and check out the largest selection of new Chevrolets at Peters Chevrolet. Online at peterscars.net. Peters Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Lobos drive at 80 yards. Take quite a bit of time off the clock, too, because they got the ball with 4:29 to go in the first quarter and held it till 8:55. in the first half. Almost a 7-minute drive. And DeLuna will kick it short again. Pooch kick taken at the 28. Brought out to the 35-yard line. And Royse City will start there, trailing 14-0. Kickoff was returned by Xavier Watson. 8:50 to play in the first half. Royse City will have good field position at their own 40-yard line. They trail 14-0. They're on the right hash mark with 2 wide to the right side, a wing to the right, and it goes in motion. They fake the screen, and then Jamison Richardson pulls it down and runs it over for a first down to the Longview 49-yard line. Josiah Hill was the man that finally brought him to the ground after the 10-yard gain. He's shifty. 1st and 10. 8:31 to go in the first half. Longview up 14-0. Now rolling to his right. Richardson fires it low. It's incomplete. It was intended for Bryson Arney. Not a great pass. 2nd down and 10. Coverage on the play by Decaden Carter, who's having a heck of a year at cornerback. He's one of those seniors playing for the final time here at Lobo Stadium. On 2nd and 10. Wing right and 2 wide receivers to the left. Ball's in the middle of the field. Now they shift him over to a blocking back over behind the left tackle. Handoff. No, quarterback keeps it and pulls it down. Runs. He's going to get around the edge and finally get brought down by T.J. Jackson after a gain to the 42-yard line. 8 yards on that carry. He's dangerous. He's not Legend Bay dangerous, but he's still dangerous. 3rd down and 2. Lobos on defense. Man in motion to the near side. They'll throw it back as he reverses out and takes it down to the 40 to the 35-yard line. Bryson Arney started in motion toward the quarterback, and then a Lobo player hit the ground. A flag went down as his helmet came off. And Jesse Hampton Williams is going to come off the field. Somebody's going to get called for unsportsmanlike conduct. Conversation with the officials taking a while. And of course, Colvin, the head coach, is out on the field at the numbers. So I'm sure there'll be a discussion here when the call is made, if they ever make it. 4 officials talking it over right now. I just don't understand why this is so complicated.
I don't know, but we ought to be getting used to this.
After the play, there's a personal foul called against Royse City. Somebody ripped Jesse Hampton Williams' helmet off, and that's going to be a 15-yard penalty against Royse City. And that penalty hurts. They go all the way back to the 50-yard line from the spot of the foul. And that'll set up a 3rd down. And again, we have a conversation between Andrew Colvin, the head coach from Royse City, and an official. All right. And it'll be 1st down and 10 at midfield. Referee says run the clock. 7:41 to go here in the first half. 2 men shift again. Empty backfield. Back to throw. Richardson. Pressure coming over the middle. Hampton Williams came after him, and he threw the ball over the middle. Nobody anywhere near that pass. He just got rid of it. Good defense by the Lobos there. 2nd down and 10. Don't forget, nothing quite like high school football in Texas. No one gives you the lowdown on every victory, defeat, and blowout like the Friday Night Scoreboard Show. Harlan, the sports guy, and Pigskin Bob on with you after the game tonight. We'll have a preview of that Friday Night Scoreboard Show coming up at halftime. Timeout is called by Royse City. So we'll take a 30-second timeout with him. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Getting your favorite Chick-fil-A has never been easier. With the Chick-fil-A app, you can order ahead for carry-out, dine-in, or the drive-thru. Want it brought right to your door? Try Chick-fil-A Delivery straight from the East or West Longview locations. Plus, every order earns you Chick-fil-A rewards. You can redeem them for your favorites. Fast, convenient, and rewarding. That's the Chick-fil-A app. Download today and make mealtime simple. And be sure to follow Chick-fil-A East Longview and Chick-fil-A West Longview on Facebook and Instagram for fun giveaways, exciting new products, and community updates.
Tonight's ball game brought to you in part by Eastman Credit Union, Sorey and Hoover Law Firm, Chick-fil-A, Diagnostic Clinic of Longview, Peters Chevrolet, Bish RV, McDaniels Quality Body Works, Telco Plus Credit Union, and Christus Good Shepherd Medical Center. 2nd down and 10 after the Royse City timeout. That was their first timeout. They'll come back out onto the field at midfield, 2nd down and 10 from 50-yard line. Tight end lined up between the tackle and the guard on the left side. Now they shift the receiver over to the right slot. And a quick RPO out there, caught at the 42-yard line, and he's off to the races. 20, 15, down around the 10-yard line. Catch made by Bryson Arney on a well-executed RPO. And a gain of 40 yards. A 40-yard pass to Bryson Arney. And it's 1st and goal, Royse City, inside the 10-yard line.
That's a big play for them.
Yeah, they get out to the 40, and now they get out here, come out in a power right formation. And Richardson will keep it, try to go up the middle, but he's not fooled, and he's thrown down for no gain on the play. Tackle was made by Preston Horton, junior defensive lineman, 6 foot 265. Checking in for the Lobos on defense, Jacorian Howard on the defensive line. 2nd down and goal, Royse City. Split backfield on either side of the quarterback, Richardson. Single wide receivers left and right. They'll run the zone read, and Richardson will keep it, and he'll get to the 8-yard line. Again, good defense. And an offensive lineman slow to get up for Royse City. Dolly made the tackle there on the running back Xavier Brown. And it's 3rd down and goal now from the 8-yard line. Lobos lead at 14-0. 5:43 to play in the first half. Been a quick moving first half, unlike last week.
Yeah, isn't that the truth?
Where it took 2 hours to play the first 2 quarters. Play action, throwing it into the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown, Royse City. Just a quick pass, and Richardson flung it into the end zone, threw it up where his receiver could get it, and it was caught by Cole Crawford. So the explosive play, Richardson to Cole Crawford from 8 yards out for the touchdown. Emilio Brito will try the extra point. It's up, and it's good. And with 5:24 to go here in the first half, It's now Longview 14, Royse City 7. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Why hire the Lobo lawyers? Because if you've been seriously injured through no fault of your own, you don't have to fight the insurance company alone. We are your pack, and we will fight for you. When it's time to Lobo up and lawyer up, call Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo Lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. Board-certified personal injury trial lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALLDAN. Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo Lawyers.
At McDaniel's Quality Body Works, we know that with steep premiums and high deductibles, many families are avoiding insurance claims. Many of our customers at McDaniel's are choosing to pay out of pocket for repairs rather than risking even higher premiums or cancellation. Each one of our McDaniel's locations in Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer will be offering customer-paid discounts. We encourage you to come by and visit with our staff and let us show you how we can help meet your budget. McDaniel's Quality Body Works, Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer.
Royse City takes it 61 yards. They get a big play, 40-yard pass from Richardson to Army. And that sets up a Richardson 8-yard pass to Cole Crawford for the touchdown. Makes it 14-7, Longview on top. And now a deep kickoff through the back of the end zone for Royse City with 5:24 to play here in the first half. Longview will take over 1st and 10 on the touchback. Lobos just seem a little lifeless tonight.
Yes, it does seem that way, and this is an important game for the Lobo, and right now we need to make some plays.
Royse City just seems to have a little bit more juice at the moment. But the Lobos still lead at 14-7, so. Longview on offense. They'll send Herndon and Jacaden Davis wide right. Trey Hamilton in the gun on 1st and 10 from the 25. Now running back goes in motion out to the right. They'll fire that out to Caden Graves for a wide receiver screen, and he's going to only get to around the 27-yard line. Might have gotten 2 yards on the play. Give him 3 on a quick bubble screen. 2nd down and 7. They are really running a lot of bodies in and out on the offense. They're going to give Rowlett plenty of things to think about when they look at this film. Because they've opened up the playbook tonight. 2nd down and 7. Ball is at the 28-yard line. And a speed option, and Hamilton keeps it. Hamilton's going to get the first down and run out of bounds around the 38-yard line. He ran it to the boundary side, slipped a tackle, and finally was run out of bounds by Tegan Woods. 1st and 10 Lobos, 4:49 to play. In the first half, they lead at 14-7. A face mask is going to be called against Royse City, and that's going to tack on 15 yards. So the Lobos get a big break there, and that'll place the ball in Royse City territory at the 48-yard line. Lobos break the huddle, 1st and 10. 2 tight ends in the game right now. Hamilton in the gun. He'll hand it off. Trying the left side, this time McCaden Frazier for a short gain on the play. A little bit of chippiness after the play all the time. Tavian Moore raising his hands up after a little pushing and shoving. Graves checks into the ball game for Frazier. Those two guys will be back next year. That's good to know. Second down and 10. Lobos right up to the line of scrimmage. 2 wide to the left side. Ball on the right hash mark. Hamilton rolls to his left, flips it out of the backfield, incomplete, intended for Graves. Pass was thrown just beyond his reach. Third down and 10. It was off. Graves could have caught the ball, it looks like.
Yeah,
it was thrown out away from him. He extended it, but it hit his hands.
Yeah, he had both hands on it. He just needed to lean forward a little bit more. I think he would have pulled it in.
Third down and 10 now. Hobbs goes wide right in the slot. Jacaden Davis to the right. 2 wide receivers to the left side as well. Hamilton back to throw. Pressure coming. They set up a beautiful screen. Graves gets to the 40. Still going at the 35, and it's a first down for the Lobos. A beautifully executed screen where they let 4 Royse City rushers come right through, and Hamilton dropped it right over him. 15 yards on the play and a first down for the Lobos. .341 to play in the first half. Lobos lead at 14-7. They're marching at the Royse City 34-yard line. Wing left and 2 wide to the left now for Trey Hamilton. And he'll hand it off. Mason Washington into the secondary. Gets to around the 35-yard line. Check that. That was Keelan Cummings. And Cummings is going to be about a yard shy of the first down. 2nd and 1, no huddle. Right up to the line of scrimmage. Hand it off to Cummings again. You're not going to stop Cummings in short yardage. He gets to around the 23-yard line for a first down. 2:59 to play in the first half. 14-7 Longview on top. Been a pretty businesslike effort tonight for the Lobos.
It'd be nice, though, to get this touchdown before the hash is over.
And Longview gets the ball to start the second half. So you double up right there. 1st and 10 for the Lobos at the 23. From under center, turn, hand off. Mason Washington into the secondary, gets to the 10-yard line. He exploded through the hole and got the first down. Right at the 10-yard line, it's 1st and goal for the Lobos. And they stay in the eye. Hand off, Washington again. Bounces off one would-be tackler, then moves forward to around the 6. They'll spot that ball at the 7-yard line with 2:02 to go. And we'll have a 2-minute timeout here shortly. So I guess they're going to go ahead and run the clock and stop it at 2 minutes. So we'll take that 2-minute timeout with them. 14-7, Longview on top of Royse City. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Now you can arrive at the big game in style in any of the luxurious Buicks in stock at Peters Buick in Longview. With the largest selection of new Buicks in East Texas, you can't lose at Peters. So make the big play now in a new 2025 Buick Envista Preferred. Only $399 per month with 0 down. Enjoy the game in the comfort and luxury of a new Buick from the #1 Buick dealer in East Texas. Peters Buick. Online at peterscars.net.
Friday Night Football. It's more than a game. It's community, pride, and giving your kids the best opportunities. With a mortgage from Telco Plus Credit Union, you can make sure your family is in the school district where champions are made, on and off the field. We offer competitive rates, quick approvals, and the hometown service you can trust. Get in the right home, in the right district, so your kids can play and win, where it matters most. Visit telcoplus.org today. We are your financial solution. Credit and membership qualifications apply. Equal housing lender, insured by the NCUA.
Following the 2-minute timeout, the Lobos come back out onto the field. They have a second down and goal from the 8-yard line. They lead 14-7 here right before half. They'd like to stick it in here and then get the ball to start the third quarter with an opportunity to double it up. Officials having conversation with both teams right now. So, told you it was getting a little chippy.
We've seen a little bit of that tonight.
Yeah. Lobos break the huddle, send 2 wide to the left side. They're in the gun. Running back lined up on the left side of Trey Hamilton. Frazier in the backfield. I'm sorry, Keelan Cummings. Now Cummings shifts to the right. Low snap. Hamilton picks it up. Pressure. Throws it right on the dart. Beautiful throw. Jordan Hobbs touchdown. 8-yard touchdown pass by Trey Hamilton to Jordan Hobbs.
It's really a nice throw on the little slant end.
Third touchdown pass of the night for Hamilton. And Felipe Ayala will come in. Try the extra point. It's up. It's good. Longview leads at 21-7 with 1:53 to go in the first half. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Life is full of healthcare needs, large and small, from the birth of a child to caring for elderly patients. Since 1975, the Diagnostic Clinic of Longview has been serving East Texans with quality, personalized patient care, from comprehensive family medicine to a variety of specialties: pediatrics, OBGYN, internal medicine, general surgery, orthopedics, neurology, sleep medicine, and more. Diagnostic Clinic, always voted the best of East Texas, and always there to meet your healthcare needs. Online at dcol.net.
Looking for a stress-free way to finance your next car? Fuel your dreams with an ECU auto loan. Financing your next vehicle doesn't have to be overwhelming. ECU is here to help you every step of the way. We offer competitive rates, up to 125% financing, and no payments for 60 days, so you can drive worry-free with an auto loan that fits your needs. Just visit ecu.org/auto now to get started. Eastman Credit Union.
Back at Lobo Stadium, Brian Houston along with Johnny Vaughn. Last week, Trey Hamilton threw 5 touchdown passes. He has 3 tonight to 3 different receivers. Sean Davis, Jaden Herndon, and Jordan Hobbs, all with receiving touchdowns. And now DeLuna will kick it off for the Lobos from our right to our left. It's a short kick. It'll bounce at the 15, picked up at the 12, and then brought out to the 20, 25, to around the 28-yard line by Brandon Darrow Harris. And it'll be a first down for Royse City with 1:45 to play. Lobos definitely want to tighten up on defense here in these last minute 45. Royse City will start this drive at their own 28-yard line, trailing by 2 touchdowns now. Empty backfield, 3 wide to the right side. They send a man in motion, so it's 4 wide to the right, and it's a quick throw for the quarterback, and he throws it to a running back out of the backfield. Caught by Jonathan Williams Townsend, and he picks up about 7 on the rollout. Second down and 3. He went out of bounds to stop the clock with 1:39 to play. Ball's at the 36-yard line. Again, a man in motion, lines up as a blocking back to the left side. And a delayed handoff right up the middle. Should be close to the first down. Xavier Watson on the carry. And he picked up the first down. They really delay that handoff and make it look like an RPO and then finally give it. Defense has got to stay on its toes. Back to throw. Richardson fires it under pressure, just sails it incomplete. Receiver Cole Crawford feels like he was interfered with. Coach Drew Colvin losing his mind over on the far sidelines. He's a fiery type. But it's 2nd down and 10 and no flag. Again, 5 wide, empty backfield for Jamison Richardson. Now they send a man in motion, Xavier Watson. And he'll roll out, and heavy pressure, and Richardson's going to have to pull it down, and he's running, and he gets tackled by DeCaden Davis at around the 50-yard line. I'm sorry, DeCaden Carter, but not before he picked up the first down at midfield.
Longview sideline that upset about something.
Yeah. Get that a little closer to you there. There you go. 1st and 10 Lobos on defense against Royse City. Yeah, they wanted a call for something. I'm not sure what. But it is 1st and 10 for Royse City. 1:11 to play in the first half. Richardson, play action, fires a deep fade, right side. It's caught. Missed tackle. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Royse City. Catch made by the fullback, or the blocking back, number 44, Hudson Hayes. DeCaden Carter missed the tackle, and then Hayes was off to the races. And so once again, we got a 1-score ball game. 50-yard pass. Lobo defense has struggled the last couple of weeks. Gave up over 560 yards on the ground last week with Legend Bay just making them crazy. Richardson's a very similar kind of running back, not nearly the speed, but they've got a pretty good offense. Now they've got to get people lined up, try to get this extra point off with 1 second remaining on the play clock. They got it up, it's good, and it's 21-14, Longview on top. With 59 seconds to go here in the first half, you're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Hey, y'all, it's Fozzie Whitaker for Tri-State Water, Power, and Air. On the field, I learned the importance of being ready for anything. That's why I trust Tri-State to keep my home powered up when it matters most. Call now for up to $2,000 off a new standby whole home generator. 903-331-0466 or visit tristategenerators.com. And make sure to let them know Fozzie sent you.
Call now for up to $2,000 off. Fozzie Whitaker is a customer and paid endorser for Tri-State Water, Power, and Air. Getting your favorite Chick-fil-A has never been easier. With the Chick-fil-A app, you can order ahead for carry-out, dine-in, or the drive-thru. Want it brought right to your door? Try Chick-fil-A Delivery straight from the East or West Longview locations. Plus, every order earns you Chick-fil-A rewards, and you can redeem them for your favorites. Fast, convenient, and rewarding. That's the Chick-fil-A app. Download today and make mealtime simple. And be sure to follow Chick-fil-A East Longview and Chick-fil-A West Longview on Facebook and Instagram for fun giveaways, exciting new products, and community updates.
Emilio Brito kicks off following the Royse City touchdown. It'll go through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Lobos will take over with 59.9 seconds remaining here in the first half. Their lead cut to 7, 21-14 after Jamison Richardson finds Hudson Hayes for 50 yards and a touchdown. And so Longview, I believe, has all their timeouts. We do not have a scoreboard tonight, so I'm guessing on that, but I don't think they used a timeout in this game so far. And they'll come out with just under a minute to play. Starting at their own 25-yard line. Too wide to the left side. Hamilton at quarterback. They're on the right hash mark. Low snap. Gets away from Hamilton. Now pressure coming. He has to just sail it. into an empty space. Thank goodness. It looked like he threw it toward a defender for Royse City. He's lucky he didn't get that picked off. He just got rid of it.
He was under pressure. They were pushing him, and he just lucky to get rid of it, but could have been a disaster right there.
That stopped the clock at 53.4 seconds to go. Now it's 2nd and 10 for Longview. Again, ball on the right hash mark, too wide to the left side. Hamilton rolls to his left. He'll speed option, keep it. Crossing the 35 to around the 38-yard line. He's got the first down, and a timeout's going to be called by Longview. And we'll take that timeout with him. 30 seconds. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
At McDaniel's Quality Body Works, we know that with steep premiums and high deductibles, many families are avoiding insurance claims. Many of our customers at McDaniel's are choosing to pay out of pocket for repairs rather than risking even higher premiums or cancellation. Each one of our McDaniel's locations in Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer will be offering customer-paid discounts. We encourage you to come by and visit with our staff and let us show you how we can help meet your budget. McDaniel's Quality Body Works, Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer.
Back at Lobo Stadium, Brian Houston along with Johnny Vaughn, Matt Morton back at the station, keeping it out of the ditch for us. Lobos called the timeout after they picked up the first down on the speed option by Trey Hamilton. They have the ball at their own 39-yard line with 2 timeouts remaining. 1st and 10. Blocking back, lined up to the right, and 2 wide to the left. Hamilton back to throw. Looks deep, fires it downfield, left sideline. Graves caught it at the 25-yard line.
Well, that was a perfect pass.
Oh, was it? That's 46 yards. 46-yard pass to Caden Graves, 1st and 10 Lobos, with 38.5 seconds to go here in the first half. Ball will be at the Royse City 23-yard line. Blitz coming. Hamilton back to throw. Fires it over the middle. Herndon caught it. Touchdown. Wow.
That's 2 back-to-back right there.
A dart to Jaden Herndon, and the 4th touchdown pass of the night for Trey Hamilton. 23 yards. Man, I'm telling you what, the last 4 ball games, Trey Hamilton has really come into his own.
Yeah, he's been on the money, especially with these deep passes.
Ayala comes in to kick the extra point. It's up. It's good, and it's a 2-score game again. Longview leads at 28-14 over Royse City with 31.3 seconds to go in the half. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Life is meant to be lived in motion, in the moment, on the go. If a sports injury or chronic pain threatens to slow you down, hold you back, or take you out of the game, Christus Health is here, right where you live, with complete personalized orthopedic care. Because you have a lot of games to play, miles to go, and life to live. Christus Health, your life, our purpose. Find care near you at ChristusHealth.org.
Why hire the Lobo lawyers? Because if you've been seriously injured through no fault of your own, you don't have to fight the insurance company alone. We are your pack, and we will fight for you. When it's time to Lobo up and lawyer up, call Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. Board-certified personal injury trial lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALLDAN. Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo lawyers.
Only took the Lobos about 30 seconds to go, 75 yards. They had a 46-yard pass to Graves to the Royse City 23, and then Trey Hamilton throws the 23-yard touchdown pass to Jaden Herndon. It's 28-14, Longview on top. Kickoff is taken. It's a short one out at the 20-yard line. But the Lobos are good coverage down there, and a flag comes flying over in front of the Royse City bench, so let's see what that's all about. All right, we'll get the call here. Unsportsmanlike conduct, personal foul against Longview after the play. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. Lobos will give Royse City a first down with 24.7 seconds to go now. The ball will be out at the 37-yard line. Royse City has it, 1st and 10. In the gun, Jamison Richardson. RPO over the middle, it's caught. A missed tackle, and Cole Crawford gets the first down out at the 50-yard line. Back there was Vondarian Adams, a junior defensive back who missed the tackle, and a time was taken there. We'll just keep it here for the time being, but Lobos had some problems with their RPO game and the passes they've thrown today.
Yeah, maybe at halftime we need to clean up a couple of things.
The good news is the offense has been pretty steady all night long. The passing game's been brilliant. And Trey Hamilton has 4 touchdown passes in the first half. This is not Longview football. 4 touchdown passes for the year? Okay, I can buy that. 9 touchdown passes in the last game and a half. That's crazy.
That's pretty impressive.
Isn't it? Following the Royse City timeout, they should be down to 1 now, and that's going to bring out an empty backfield, and they've got 5 wide again. Lobo's got to play some pass defense. They send a blitz, and a quick pass out to the right side, caught by Bryson Arney. Arney goes out of bounds at the 40-yard line. The short passing game, these short, quick passes out there, Lobos are playing deep, and off a receiver that's coming in, just breaking off the pattern for about 8 or 9 yards, so he's got some running room. 1st and 10, 13 seconds to go. Lobos lead at 28-14. Cole Crawford in motion, sets up in the slot to the right. Richardson with a quick RPO out to the right side to Crawford. This time the ball's off the mark, incomplete, as he tried to throw it to the near sideline in front of the Longview bench. 10 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 10. Ball at the Longview 40. Royse City without a huddle. Richardson pulls it. He's going to run to the 35. Runs out of bounds. Stops the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Richardson with the keeper.
Maybe trying to get close enough to kick a field goal. Again, they've got 5 seconds. They got 1 play. And if you throw it into the end zone, you're going to use that 5 seconds, I would think.
Yeah, so they've got a decision to make, and maybe you just try to go for it all.
I think that's the only choice you have right now with 5.5 seconds to go.
Yeah, I would say so.
Play clock's down to 7. Now they're going to call that last time out. And we'll see what Andrew Colvin has in his grab bag. Let's take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Fish's RV knows a thing or two about how to go play in Texas. And we've been here long enough to know that this time of year, in this town, that means one thing. Lobos football is back. And Bish's RV's fired up to be back as a sponsor. We can't wait to watch the green, gold, and white get back to ball and take care of business. So, Lobos fans, help us bring the noise every game this fall. Because if we're going to go play, we might as well go all the way. Bish's RV in Longview at the intersection of Judson and George Ritchie, where memories begin.
Back at Lobo Stadium, Brian Houston and Johnny Vaughn. We've got 5.5 seconds left in this first half. Longview leads at 28-14. Royse City has the ball at the Longview 34-yard line. No timeouts left, and they're going to try a really long field goal. This is going to be spotted down at the 41. It's a 51-yard try by Emilio Brito. And now a timeout called by Longview. They're going to ice the kicker. He must have a heck of a leg if they're going to try that.
Yeah.
There's no wind to speak of, so that won't be an issue in this final 5 seconds, but that would make it 28-17 if they were able to knock that through.
You don't see many high school players that could make a 51-yard field goal.
No.
Although I did see Longview lose the last game of the season from 60 yards.
Wow.
A long time ago. Wind was blowing, though.
Yeah, it had to have been blowing quite a bit. 60 yards, geez.
Yep.
Okay, they'll send Brito back out on the field, so they're serious about trying this field goal. Their ball's going to be on the right hash. And the choice was to either try this or have to take a shot into the end zone. And they chose the field goal. He kicks it. It's up. It's good. 51-yard field goal with 0.3 seconds to go, and that sends the Royse City crowd into a frenzy, and the bench is full of life, and it's 28-17. Wow.
With only 0.3 tenths of a second, run that time off and it's halftime.
0.3 seconds. Well, they decided to go ahead and let the clock run out. It's halftime, and it's Longview 28, Royse City 17. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with the Eastman Credit Union halftime show. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview. Football's underway, and Peters Chevrolet in Longview is celebrating with some amazing deals for you. Like a new 2026 Chevrolet Trax, only $399 per month with zero down. Or blaze a trail down the field in a new 2026 Chevrolet Trailblazer, only $379 per month with zero down. Score the perfect vehicle this football season. Come and check out the largest selection of new Chevrolets at Peters Chevrolet. Online at peterscars.net. Peters Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Friday Night Football. It's more than a game. It's community, pride, and giving your kids the best opportunities. With a mortgage from Telco Plus Credit Union, you can make sure your family is in the school district where champions are made, on and off the field. We offer competitive rates, quick approvals, and the hometown service you can trust. Get in the right home and the right district so your kids can play and win where it matters most. Visit telcoplus.org today. We are your financial solution. Credit and membership qualifications apply. Equal housing lender insured by the NCUA.
Life is full of healthcare needs, large and small, from the birth of a child to caring for elderly patients. Since 1975, the Diagnostic Clinic of Longview has been serving East Texans with quality, personalized patient care, from comprehensive family medicine to a variety of specialties: pediatrics, OBGYN, internal medicine, general surgery, orthopedics, neurology, sleep medicine, and more. Diagnostic Clinic, always voted the best of East Texas, and always there to meet your healthcare needs. Online at DCOL.net. Why hire the Lobo lawyers? Because if you've been seriously injured through no fault of your own, you don't have to fight the insurance company alone. We are your pack, and we will fight for you. When it's time to Lobo up and lawyer up, call Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo Lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. Board-certified personal injury trial lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALLDAN. Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo Lawyers.
Whether you're looking for a boat, motorcycle, camper, ATV, or personal watercraft, Eastman Credit Union has a loan to fit your needs. We offer 100% financing options and no payments for 60 days, so you can live your dream today. Hit the road or the waves in style with an RV and power sports loan from ECU. Start your adventure today. Eastman Credit Union. Loan and payment deferral are subject to credit approval.
At McDaniel's Quality Body Works, we know that with steep premiums and high deductibles, many families are avoiding insurance claims. Many of our customers at McDaniel's are choosing to pay out of pocket for repairs rather than risking even higher premiums or cancellation. Each one of our McDaniel's locations in Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer will be offering customer-paid discounts. We encourage you to come by and visit with our staff and let us show you how we can help meet your budget. McDaniel's Quality Body Works, Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer.
Life is meant to be lived in motion, in the moment, on the go. If a sports injury or chronic pain threatens to slow you down, hold you back, or take you out of the game, Christus Health is here, right where you live, with complete personalized orthopedic care. Because you have a lot of games to play, miles to go, and life to live. Christus Health, your life, our purpose. Find care near you at ChristusHealth.org.
Getting your favorite Chick-fil-A has never been easier. With the Chick-fil-A app, you can order ahead for carry-out, dine-in, or the drive-thru. Want it brought right to your door? Try Chick-fil-A Delivery, straight from the East or West Longview locations. Plus, every order earns you Chick-fil-A rewards, and you can redeem them for your favorites. Fast, convenient, and rewarding. That's the Chick-fil-A app. Download today and make mealtime simple. And be sure to follow Chick-fil-A East Longview and Chick-fil-A West Longview on Facebook and Instagram for fun giveaways, exciting new products, and community updates.
All the way back to the beginning when God created football.
Let's go! Welcome to the Eastman Credit Union Halftime Show, presented by 106.5 Jack FM.
Back at Lobo Stadium, Brian Houston along with Johnny Vaughn. It is 28-17, Longview on top at the half. Recapping the scoring in this ball game, it started off badly for Royse City. They fumbled the opening kickoff. It was recovered by the Lobos at the 18-yard line. And on the very next play, Trey Hamilton threw an 18-yard dart to Sean Davis for a touchdown to make it 7-0 Longview with 11:48 to go in the first half. Moving to the second quarter, Trey Hamilton with a long touchdown pass, an 80-yard drive, and he throws a 9-yard touchdown pass to Jaden Herndon to make it 14-0 Longview with 8:55 to go in the half. But then Royse City comes back. They get an explosive play. It was Jamison Richardson, 48 yards to Bryson Arney. That set up an 8-yard touchdown pass from Richardson to Cole Crawford to make it 14-7. Longview extended their lead again to 21-7. After Trey Hamilton threw his third touchdown pass of the night to Jordan Hobbs from 8 yards out. 21-7 Longview with 1:53 to go in the half. Lobo defense couldn't hold on to that lead, though. Jamison Richardson throws a 56-yard pass to Hudson Hayes for a touchdown to make it 21-14. Longview's lead cut to 7 with 59 seconds to go in the half. But then Longview answered with a terrific drive. They went 75 yards in only 30 seconds. 46-yard pass from Hamilton to Graves to the Royse City 23. And then Trey Hamilton throws a 23-yard dart to Jaden Herndon in the end zone for the touchdown. Longview leads at 28-14 with 31 seconds to go, but they keep letting Royse City hang around. Royse City was able to drive the ball down, and Emilio Brito tried a field goal from 51 yards out. It snuck across the crossbar, good, with 3 seconds to go in the half, and that's where we are now at halftime. Longview leads it by a score of 28-17. Like what I see on offense, defense is a little shaky tonight, Johnny.
Had some troubles, and it's a little surprising because we really didn't believe that they were going to have the offense that they've shown tonight. So second half, we're going to have to make some adjustments, I believe.
They've given up some short passing plays, and then missed tackles have turned those into long, explosive plays. And again, every time they seem to take control of the ball game offensively, the defense has let them off the hook and let Royse City hang around. The good news is Longview gets the ball to start the second half, and will get the ball to maybe drive and try to put some distance between them and Royse City. But right now, it is still very uncomfortable for the Lobo fans here at Lobo Stadium as Longview leads it by a score of 28-17 at halftime. We'll take a timeout. We'll kick it out to Harlan, the sports guy, and Pigskin Bob, and they'll preview the Friday night scoreboard show. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Here we go. Lobo Nation is on 106.5 Jack FM. This is the halftime report.
Whether you're looking for a boat, motorcycle, camper, ATV, or personal watercraft, Eastman Credit Union has a loan to fit your needs. We offer 100% financing options and no payments for 60 days, so you can live your dream today. Hit the road or the waves in style with an RV and power sports loan from ECU. Start your adventure today. Eastman Credit Union. Loan and payment deferral are subject to credit approval.
Now you can arrive at the big game in style in any of the luxurious Buicks in stock at Peters Buick in Longview. With the largest selection of new Buicks in East Texas, you can't lose at Peters. So make the big play now in a new 2025 Buick Envista Preferred. Only $399 per month with zero down. Enjoy the game in the comfort and luxury of a new Buick from the #1 Buick dealer in East Texas. Peters Buick. Online at peterscars.net.
Why hire the Lobo lawyers? Because if you've been seriously injured through no fault of your own, you don't have to fight the insurance company alone. We are your pack, and we will fight for you. When it's time to Lobo up and lawyer up, call Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. Board-certified personal injury trial lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALLDAN. Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo lawyers.
Hey y'all, it's Fozzie Whitaker for Tri-State Water, Power, and Air. On the field, I learned the importance of being ready for anything. That's why I trust Tri-State to keep my home powered up when it matters most. Call now for up to $2,000 off a new standby whole home generator. 903-331-0466 or visit tristategenerators.com. And make sure to let them know Fozzie sent you.
Call now for up to $2,000 off. Fozzie Whitaker is a customer and paid endorser for Tri-State Water, Power, and Air.
Fish's RV knows a thing or two about how to go play in Texas. And we've been here long enough to know that this time of year, in this town, that means one thing. Lobos football is back. And Fish's RV's fired up to be back as a sponsor. We can't wait to watch the green, gold, and white get back to ball and take care of business. So, Lobos fans, help us bring the noise every game this fall. Because if we're going to go play, we might as well go all the way. Fish's RV in Longview at the intersection of Judson and George Ritchie, where memories begin.
Life is full of healthcare needs, large and small, from the birth of a child to caring for elderly patients. Since 1975, the Diagnostic Clinic of Longview has been serving East Texans with quality, personalized patient care, from comprehensive family medicine to a variety of specialties: pediatrics, OBGYN, internal medicine, general surgery, orthopedics, neurology, sleep medicine, and more. Diagnostic Clinic, always voted the best of East Texas, and always there to meet your healthcare needs. Online at dcol.net.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
Attention! Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers, so don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-399-7272. 800-399-7272. Again, that's 800-399-7272.
Who you gonna call for your pipes and for drains?
Who is ready to fix what is causing you pains?
Add to the mix that big blue duck.
Ready to quack up what makes you go, yuck.
Don't be stressed, night or day.
About anything plumbing.
When you see us drive, give us a big wave.
Yellow truck on the asphalt to make a big save.
Keeping it clean is what we're all about.
Not just clean. Squeaky clean.
Online at rubadubplumbing.com.
This is a normal Black Friday in Texas.
This is a Texas Casino Black Friday. The 100K Ultimate Black Friday weekends at Noscala.
Regular Black Friday?
Winning $10,000 in cash Black Friday.
Play for Texas-sized cash, free play, and prizes at the 100K Ultimate Black Friday weekends. Every Saturday and Black Friday. Only at Noscala Casino in Livingston. The luckiest spot in Texas Black Friday.
Here we go. Lobo Nation is on 106.5 Jack FM. This is the halftime report.
Harlan, the sports guy, Pigskin Bob, on your Eastman Credit Union halftime show for the Longview Lobos game tonight against Royse City. Getting ready for the playoffs, and we got a bunch of teams getting ready for the playoffs, trying to get in, trying to get better seating, just trying to stay alive in some cases. And we're going to be covering those tonight after the Lobo game on Kicks 105.7, and we're on the Ranch, 104.1, 103.7, the Ranch. So join us after the game. We'll catch you up on how all these teams are doing and who's going in and who's getting ready for basketball season. Pigskin Bob, my partner here. Let's talk some football.
We'll even be telling you about the North Forney Rockwall game tonight. That's how deep we're going to get into football. Tyler High's at Red Oak. We're going to talk about them. It's probably their last time to be talked about on the Friday Night Scoreboard show.
Probably.
Okay, White House is at Marshall. That's probably one of the best 5A games in the state.
You think so?
I love White House at Marshall.
I think White House is really struggling, and Marshall rolls them tonight.
Hallsville at Mount Pleasant. Nacogdoches, Texas High. Nacogdoches, Texas High might be interesting.
Well, you've got the whole Nacogdoches, Hallsville, Mount Pleasant thing. If Hallsville wins tonight by 9 points, they're in. If Mount Pleasant wins and Nacogdoches loses, then they're in. And Nacogdoches should lose to Texas High tonight, right?
Should.
So it's kind of like last year. Remember, Hallsville had to win by 16 last year
to get in.
And they got it done. Tonight, they got to win by 9 against Mount Pleasant.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. Palestine and Pine Tree, Lindale, Henderson. I think Henderson's out, aren't they?
I think so.
All of that has been settled in that district. Check this one out. Sunnyvale and Canton. That's going to be a pretty big game tonight.
Canton having just a great year this year, undefeated, and taking on a great Sunnyvale. That's for the number 1 seed for the gold football. That should be a heck of a game. I really want to see Canton beat Sunnyvale.
Okay, Ferris is taking on Wills Point, and that's a playoff game.
Winners in, loser is airing up basketballs.
How do you like this one? Pleasant Grove at Van.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Well, I love that game.
Pleasant Grove is on a heater right now. They look primed for a playoff run. Of course, they're going to have to get through Carthage again, but I think the Hawks are smoking.
Spring Hill is going to be at Pittsburgh tonight.
That's a playoff game.
That's right.
Spring Hill can get in the playoffs if they can upset Pittsburgh tonight. Pittsburgh going for their 7th win. They're having a great year, but they were unable to beat Gilmer, Pleasant Grove, and Van, so they've got to beat the Panthers tonight just to get in.
Isn't that crazy? And Pittsburgh's a very good team, and Spring Hill would love to knock them off.
And don't forget this, the winner of that game gets Carthage next week. I don't know if you've heard of Carthage.
Well, the Brownsboro Bears are going to hear about them.
Yes, they are.
They're going to be taking them to
They're
task.
going to get tuned up tonight.
Bullard is traveling to Athens. Athens already in the playoffs. Athens pretty good this year.
Yeah, and Bullard with that loss to Brownsboro last week, that was their playoff game, and they lost that. So Bullard, I think their season's done after tonight.
And you got Center at Rusk. That's going to be interesting. Mount Vernon at Commerce. Winsboro, Malakoff.
Yeah.
A peaking Winsboro versus a Malakoff that is not the same Malakoff cocktails that was there the last couple of years.
I think you're going to be impressed with how Malakoff does tonight. That's for the 2 seed. They're both in. The winner will get the 2, the loser will get the 3 seed.
All right, we got Emory Range at Mineola, White Oak at Gladewater, Sabine at Liberty Isle, and Jefferson at Tatum.
Did you think before the season started that would be a playoff game,
No.
Bob? You didn't think that, did you? Nobody counted on the Bears. Right. To win that district.
Correct.
To go undefeated. They're a win against White Oak tonight away from running the district. So then Liberty Ilo's in, and the winner of that game is in, the loser's out.
That's just absolutely crazy because you think about Jefferson being, preseason number 3 by Dave Campbell's.
Right. And now
in the whole state of Texas, and they can barely make it into the playoffs.
And that game's in Tatum.
That's
tonight,
in Tatum, right? And it should be a fun football game to go to.
Yeah, I'm interested in that game.
All right, we got Crockett at Fairfield. Teague's taking on Diboll tonight. Prairieland at Harmony. That's a playoff game.
Right, winner's in. Winner gets the 4 seed.
Edgewood, Dangerfield's taking on New Boston, Hooks at DeKalb. We got Hugh Springs traveling to Redwater. Let's hit on a couple other playoff games while we're still here. New Diana at Elkhart.
Yeah. Elkhart beats them tonight. They're in and knocks out the Eagles. And again, kind of like Jefferson, after last year, we thought New Diana could win the district. Now they got to beat the Elks just to have a playoff game.
Just to play next week.
Yeah.
All right, you've got Cayuga at Frankston. Carlisle, Kearns. You like that playoff matchup?
The winner gets in. Kearns could upset Carlisle tonight, get in. I like the Indians in that one, but Kearns they have a chip and a chair.
Como-Picton is taking on Rivercrest. That's a playoff game. You've got another couple of great games we're going to be following. Overton at Cushing, Lovelady, Grapeland, Alto at Mount Enterprise, Garrison and Joaquin. That was last night.
Yeah.
And Garrison.
My Rams lost.
Yeah.
But we're in the playoffs.
Sorry to hear about that. Timpson at San Augustine, Shelbyville at Hemp Hill. Sulphur Springs is taking on Frisco Panther Creek, and Nevada Community at Paris tonight. And there's a lot of great football.
There you go. There's just some of the games we're going to be covering on Kicks and the Ranch. So after the Lobos clean up Royse City and send them back into basketball season, join us, and we'll catch up on all these games and let you know who's in, who's out, and who's playing who next week in the playoffs. It's a big night for high school football. Join us after the Lobo game. This is your Eastman Credit Union halftime show on your home for Longview Lobo football, 106.5 Jack FM.
Here we go. Lobo Nation is on 106.5 Jack FM. This is the halftime report.
Whether you're looking for a boat, motorcycle, camper, ATV, or personal watercraft, Eastman Credit Union has a loan to fit your needs. We offer 100% financing options and no payments for 60 days, so you can live your dream today. Hit the road or the waves in style with an RV and power sports loan from ECU. Start your adventure today. Eastman Credit Union. Loan and payment deferral are subject to credit approval.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-507-9624. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-507-9624. That's 800-507-9624. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
Attention! Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers, so don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-399-7272. 800-399-7272. Again, that's 800-399-7272.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy. In 2011, I founded Wesley Financial Group with one goal in mind, to help honest folks out of their timeshares permanently. Today, I run Wesley with my two sons, a real family business, treating every client and every employee like we'd want our own family treated. That philosophy has helped us grow into the largest, most trusted timeshare cancellation company in the United States. Fortune magazine even recognized us as one of the best places to work. Why? Because we genuinely care. In fact, some of our former clients were so moved by their experience working with us, they joined our team so they could help others to timeshare freedom. If you're stuck in a timeshare, give us a call. Let our family help your family.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit. 800-893-2288. That's 800-893-2288. 800-893-2288.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and top users make $200 to $300 per month.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BUMPER25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BUMPER25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code BUMPER25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. Here we go.
Lobo Nation is on 106.5 Jack FM. This is the halftime report.
Back at Lobo Stadium, it's halftime in the Big Green Marching Machine, and the drill team are outperforming for the Longview High fans right now, and we'll give you some scores from halftime. In the third quarter, Gilmer leads North Lamar by a score of 49-0. Liberty Ilo is all over Sabine, 42-0 in the third. All the way down, Tyler Lyons lead Red Oak 31-20 in the third quarter. Hawkins trails Wascom 30-20 in the third. Overton beating Cushing 35-8. That's in the third quarter. Other scores, Beckville leading Ore City 39-7. Sulphur Springs trailing Frisco Panther Creek 13-10. Harmony leading Prairieland by a score of 16-7 at the half. Pittsburgh leads Spring Hill 17-7 at halftime. Other scores from around East Texas, Elysian Fields up on Harleton 24-14.
They are under the direction of Mrs. Debbie McGowan and assisted by Mrs. Haley Cooper.
Tatum trails Jefferson 35-7 at the half. Pleasant Grove all over Van at halftime, 42-0. Other scores, Marshall leading White House at the half, 29-0. Pine Tree up 21-7 on Palestine at halftime. Malakoff leads Winsboro 10-7 at halftime. Rusk over Center 14-13 at the half. It's West Rusk over Arp 15-13 at halftime. Athens leading Bullard 35-21 at half. Henderson trailing Lindale 35-7 at the half. Nacogdoches trails Texas High 36-0 at halftime. We also saw Hallsville trailing in their ball game 37-7 to Mount Pleasant, 37-3 in the second quarter. Mount Pleasant up on Hallsville. We'll take a timeout. We'll continue the halftime show when we come back. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Here we go. Lobo Nation is on 106.5 Jack FM. This is the halftime report.
Looking for a stress-free way to finance your next car? Fuel your dreams with an ECU auto loan. Financing your next vehicle doesn't have to be overwhelming. ECU is here to help you every step of the way. We offer competitive rates, up to 125% financing, and no payments for 60 days, so you can drive worry-free with an auto loan that fits your needs. Just visit ecu.org/auto now to get started. Eastman Credit Union.
Hi,
Hey, it's me, Flo, here to tell you that with the Progressive Home and Auto Bundle, you get 24/7 protection, so you're covered no matter where the day takes you.
Even I added too much water to the pizza dough day?
Yep.
How about getting a call from my daughter to pick her up at the airport because her boyfriend is unreliable day?
Especially that day.
What about finding out that one of my pipes suddenly burst in my basement day?
Progressive has every day covered 24/7 with a Home and Auto Bundle. Also, you have a lot of bad days.
Oh no, that was all the same day.
At least you're covered with Progressive.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with a Capital One Saver card. So let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27 and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Rain-X wipers are the #1 wiper blades in America. That means all kinds of drivers choose Rain-X. Big drivers in small cars choose Rain-X. Small drivers in big cars choose Rain-X. Drivers with long hair and short commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with short hair and long commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with pets on board, babies on board, and bored babies on board choose Rain-X. Basically, drivers who love a clear view of the road all choose Rain-X wipers, the #1 wiper blades in America.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
Attention! Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers, so don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-399-7272. 800-399-7272. Again, that's 800-399-7272.
Now you can arrive at the big game in style in any of the luxurious Buicks in stock at Peters Buick in Longview. With the largest selection of new Buicks in East Texas, you can't lose at Peters. So make the big play now in a new 2025 Buick Envista Preferred. Only $399 per month with zero down. Enjoy the game in the comfort and luxury of a new Buick from the #1 Buick dealer in East Texas. Peters Buick. Online at peterscars.net.
The Longview Thanksgiving Food Drive is celebrating its 40th year. The demand for Thanksgiving donations are the biggest in the history of this food drive. Over 2,000 families are in need and have submitted for this donation. We need your help. Stop by your Longview area Super Ones or Brookshire grocery stores and purchase a prepackaged meal for just a few bucks. Their staff will take it from there. Or you can drop off non-perishable food items at Mod Cod Convention Center in Longview on Monday, November the 24th. It's the 40th year of the Longview Thanksgiving Food Drive.
Hey y'all, it's Fozzie Whitaker for Tri-State Water, Power, and Air. On the field, I learned the importance of being ready for anything. That's why I trust Tri-State to keep my home powered up when it matters most. Call now for up to $2,000 off a new standby whole home generator. 903-331-0466 or visit tristategenerators.com. And make sure to let them know Fozzie sent you.
Call now for up to $2,000 off. Fozzie Whitaker is a customer and paid endorser for Tri-State Water, Power, and Air.
Fish's RV knows a thing or two about how to go play in Texas. And we've been here long enough to know that this time of year, in this town, that means one thing. Lobos football is back. And Fish's RV's fired up to be back as a sponsor. We can't wait to watch the green, gold, and white get back to ball and take care of business. So, Lobos fans, help us bring the noise every game this fall. Because if we're going to go play, we might as well go all the way. Fish's RV in Longview at the intersection of Judson and George Ritchie, where memories begin.
Here we go. Lobo Nation is on 106.5 Jack FM. This is the halftime report.
Brian Houston, Johnny Vaughn at Lobo Stadium, where it is 28-17 Longview on top of Royse City. Johnny, what do you think about this first half?
Well, it was a disappointing first half, I think, for the Lobos. I think probably everybody that's a Lobo fan felt like that Royse City, who's one of the weaker teams in this district, that we would be able, especially playing here at home, would be able to step up and win this game, or maybe win it easily. But that's not been the case. And you can't take anything away from Royse City. They've actually just played a really good game, and we hope that the second half that Longview plays better, because you don't want to go into next week having played a game and played it this poorly.
It's been an interesting ball game. They're up 28-17. They got an 11-point lead. The passing game has worked very well. They haven't run the ball much tonight. Defensively, we've had some breakdowns. One thing I'll give Royse City is they get the ball out of their hands quickly, and they throw those nice short routes. And if you miss a tackle, they can go a long way on you. And that's the one thing that I see. Honestly, though, they came into tonight with nothing to play for except a winning record. They already had a playoff berth clinched. They already pretty much know who they're going to play in the playoffs. I was really interested to see what they would come out like emotionally tonight, and they do seem like they're just a little bit flat.
Yeah, I think so.
Just a little.
Which you can kind of understand that, because just what you said, we know we're in the playoffs, but the reality is it's going to get tougher every week.
Oh, no doubt.
And you're going to have to play at your best to go far in the playoffs.
I just wonder how much that loss last week took out of the Lobos, because that was a heartbreaker. You're right there with the best team in the district, and you miss an extra point. There were weird things that happened in that ball game. Defense got gashed, 2 onside kicks. You're playing a marathon, and then to lose like that at the end, you just wonder what kind of hangover there was from that ball game, plus the situation you had tonight where you just don't have much on the line.
Yeah, and I agree exactly with what you're saying, but the bottom line is we got to play better in the second half, and really that's the start of what's going to come in starting next week.
We know at this point we are pretty sure that Longview is going to play Rowlett next week, probably in Garland. If they get a home game, it likely will be at Homer B. Johnson Stadium. We'll know more about that after the ball game, and Coach King comes over and visits with us. He's in the press box tonight, so we expect to talk to him pretty quickly after the ball game, and he can give us all the details on the playoff game. The one thing we do know for sure is by finishing 4th in the district, they were not going to get a home playoff game this year. This is the 4th year I've done this, and we'd always had one playoff game at home before having to go on the road for these long stretches, but we're not going to see that. This is it for Lobo Stadium this year. So these seniors want to close out this season here on a high note.
For sure that we want to win this game tonight, because going into the playoffs, you don't want to go into the playoffs with having lost the game before.
Right.
And it's just, I don't know. We'll see how it goes in the second half. I think Trey's played a really good job at quarterback, and we've made some defensive plays that it's not a terrible first half, but it's just not what we were hoping for.
It's not perfect. But right now they're up 11 points, and so we'll see what happens. They get the ball to open the second half. So we're going to take a timeout, and we'll come back, and we'll get started with the second half of this ball game. Our score at halftime: Longview 28 and Royse City 17. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Here we go. Lobo Nation is on 106.5 Jack FM. This is the halftime report.
Whether you're looking for a boat, motorcycle, camper, ATV, or personal watercraft, Eastman Credit Union has a loan to fit your needs. We offer 100% financing options and no payments for 60 days, so you can live your dream today. Hit the road or the waves in style with an RV and power sports loan from ECU. Start your adventure today. Eastman Credit Union. Loan and payment deferral are subject to credit approval.
This is football. This has been the Eastman Credit Union Halftime Show, presented by 106.5 Jack FM.
Football's underway, and Peter Chevrolet in Longview is celebrating with some amazing deals for you. Like a new 2026 Chevrolet Trax, only $399 per month with zero down. Or blaze a trail down the field in a new 2026 Chevrolet Trailblazer, only $379 per month with zero down. Score the perfect vehicle this football season. Come and check out the largest selection of new Chevrolets at Peters Chevrolet. Online at peterscars.net. Peters Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Life is full of healthcare needs, large and small, from the birth of a child to caring for elderly patients. Since 1975, the Diagnostic Clinic of Longview has been serving East Texans with quality, personalized patient care, from comprehensive family medicine to a variety of specialties: pediatrics, OBGYN, internal medicine, general surgery, orthopedics, neurology, sleep medicine, and more. Diagnostic Clinic, always voted the best of East Texas, and always there to meet your healthcare needs. Online at dcol.net.
At McDaniel's Quality Body Works, we know that with steep premiums and high deductibles, many families are avoiding insurance claims. Many of our customers at McDaniel's are choosing to pay out of pocket for repairs rather than risking even higher premiums or cancellation. Each one of our McDaniel's locations in Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer will be offering customer-paid discounts. We encourage you to come by and visit with our staff and let us show you how we can help meet your budget. McDaniel's Quality Body Works, Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer.
In Texas, we pride ourselves on standing tall. But sometimes, even the toughest folks need a hand. If you or someone you know is having a mental health crisis, call or text 988 to reach the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Or to chat, visit texas988.org. Trained counselors are available 24/7 to provide confidential support at no cost to you. With 988, you're not alone in the Lone Star State.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
Longview Lobos have come back out onto the field. They again are in their green jerseys with the Rocket L on either shoulder pad. They've got the green helmets with the Rocket L on either side of the helmet. They've got the white pants, Lobos written down the sides. Across Royse City warming up in the white jerseys, white helmets with black numbers, and gold pants with black and white piping down the sides. Lobos lead it by a score of 28-17. It looked like they were going to have a 2-touchdown lead, but then Emilio Brito hit a 51-yard field goal right at the gun, and that closed it to within 11 points. Now what you'd like to see is the Lobos will receive the ball to open up the third quarter. Wouldn't mind seeing us revert back to old school Longview Lobo football and run the ball and take about 9 minutes off the clock here.
that would be nice.
They've had some difficulty tonight putting Royse City away when it looked like they could really blow this thing open. Royse City has hung around and they've made some plays. So it's going to be up to the defense to lock in the second half and pick up their performance, and the offense needs to continue to do what it's done. Decaden Carter and company will come out onto the field to receive this second half kickoff.
Again, ladies and gentlemen,
and Brito will kick off from our right to our left to open this third quarter. Again, if the Lobos win tonight, they go to 6-4. They've already locked up fourth place in the district, and their playoff spot is secure. But as Johnny has said, you definitely want to be sharp going into the playoffs. And we're hoping for a sharp performance here in the second half. Brito puts his foot into it. It's going to go through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Longview will take over 1st and 10 as we start this quarter. Senior night for these Lobos. 31 seniors playing for the last time here at Lobo Stadium. And they will go on the road next week for their playoff game. Ball will be at the 25-yard line to start. And Trey Hamilton, who's thrown 4 touchdown passes tonight, 2 of them to Jaden Herndon, brings his offense out onto the field. Keelan Cummings is the running back, lined up to his right. And rolling out to the right, Hamilton fires it deep and just beyond Sean Davis's reach on the sideline in front of the Longview bench. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 on the incompletion. Beckett Cox is the center. The guards, Damarian Pickren, Star Shaw. The tackles, Jaden Jackson and Braxton Williams. Tight end, Jaden Washington, Jaden Herndon, Jordan Hobbs, and Sean Davis, the wide receivers. 2nd and 10 now from the 25. 2 wide to the right side. Lobos in the gun. And a handoff up the middle. Mason Washington for 11 yards and a 1st down.
Mason Washington.
Be nice to see that running game kind of get untracked.
Yeah, Mason's had a pretty good game up to this point.
1st and 10 for the Lobos with 11:35 to play. They're at the 37-yard line. That's in the 3rd quarter. It's 28-17. Longview on top of Royse City. Again, 2 wideouts, 2 tight ends. And the Lobos in the gun. Trey Washington will run that speed option again, and he'll keep it again. He gets across the 45 to around the 46-yard line. Be real close. Now they'll give him the 1st down at the 47-yard line. 11:06 to play in the 3rd quarter. Lobos up 28-17. Ball on the right hash mark. 2 wide receivers to the boundary side, which is the right side. Trey Hamilton changing the play at the line. Royse City shows blitz. Handoff, Mason Washington dancing in the hole. He'll get a good 5-yard gain to the Royse City 48. Keelan Cummings checks back in. Tyson Johnson coming in, going to play a little tight end as well. One lone receiver out to the left this time and a wing right, 2 tight ends on 2nd down and 5. Another speed option this time. The quarterback's just going to keep it, and he'll run for the 1st down at the 42-yard line. That's a 6-yard gain for Trey Hamilton. 1st and 10 Lobos. 9:57 to go in the 3rd quarter. Opening drive of the 3rd quarter. 28-17. Longview on top. Jacaden Davis now in at quarterback as Trey Hamilton will go wide left. Davis and Jaden Herndon showing a jet sweep motion, but Davis will keep it on the zone read right up the middle. He'll get across the 40 to around the 38-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play.
Jacaden Davis on the keeper.
Lobos are giving the opponents for the playoffs a lot of film with a lot of different looks tonight. Jalen Mims in the ball game at tight end. Now they're also playing a lot of people tonight. Mims a senior, so we're trying to see some seniors get on the field tonight as well. Davis runs wide right. Now they send the man in motion. Tight end shifts over to the right, and it'll be Herndon. Power to the right side. He gets out of bounds at around the 30-yard line. 10-yard gain and another 1st down for the Lobos. 8:36 to go in the 3rd quarter. This is just what the doctor ordered. A long time-consuming drive that you hope will end in 7. Longview has the ball, 1st and 10 at the Royse City 30-yard line. Herndon goes wide left. It's 2 tight ends again. Hamilton in the gun. Again, Royse City showing blitz. They'll hand it off, hit in the backfield, but then moving forward. I don't know that he even gained any yardage on the play. It looks like it was Mason Washington. Check that. It was Jacaden Davis that had to carry, and he didn't gain any yardage on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10 at the 30. Crowd even seems a little flat tonight, Johnny.
It does.
Everybody's kind of in a haze. Faking the Statue of Liberty. Now deep pass into the end zone. It's overthrown. Hamilton sailed it just beyond the reach of Jordan Hobbs. And now it's 3rd down and 10.
Well, it was thrown into the end zone, but just needed a little more room back there to get the catch.
Clock stopped at 7:52 to go in the 3rd quarter. Lobos have had it since the start of the 3rd quarter. Davis goes wide left. 3rd and 10. Hamilton back to throw. Fires it left side. Davis caught it. Broken tackle going at the 10. The 5 down at the 2-yard line. Jacaden Davis just ran a little sideline route. Spun. The defender couldn't get his hands on him, and Davis was able to take it down the sidelines and almost got it into the end zone. He's out at the 1. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
That was a nice throw and a nice route and catch for Longview. They got themselves in a real good position to get the touchdown here.
They come out with 2 tight ends in the I formation. Keelan Cummings at fullback. Mason Washington at tailback. Handoff, Cummings, end zone, touchdown, Longview. Keelan Cummings from 1 yard out. With 7:10, almost a 5-minute drive. Felipe Ayala will come on to try the extra point. Snap is back, kick is up, kick is good. Longview 35, Royse City 17. With 7:10 to play in the 3rd quarter, you're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Fish's RV knows a thing or two about how to go play in Texas. And we've been here long enough to know that this time of year, in this town, that means one thing. Lobos football is back. And Fish's RV's fired up to be back as a sponsor. We can't wait to watch the green, gold, and white get back to ball and take care of business. So, Lobos fans, help us bring the noise every game this fall. Because if we're going to go play, we might as well go all the way. Fish's RV in Longview at the intersection of Judson and George Ritchie, where memories begin.
Hey y'all, it's Fozzie Whitaker for Tri-State Water, Power, and Air. On the field, I learned the importance of being ready for anything. That's why I trust Tri-State to keep my home powered up when it matters most. Call now for up to $2,000 off a new standby whole home generator. 903-331-0466 or visit tristategenerators.com. And make sure to let them know Fozzie sent you.
Call now for up to $2,000 off. Fozzie Whitaker is a customer and paid endorser for Tri-State Water, Power, and Air.
Lobos drive at 75 yards, eat 4.5 minutes off the clock, 4:50 off the clock actually, and they score on a Keelan Cummings 1-yard touchdown run. Now they'll kick it off, gets by the return man, and it'll go out of bounds at the 1-yard line, and the penalty marker will against Longview. Be good field position for Royse City. 7:10 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Lobos trying to get their 6th win of the season and ensure a winning season.
It's worth noting that Cummins this year has been used a lot for just the 2 or 3 yards, and I don't think he's missed yet. I mean, he just he just powers his way in and ends up with a touchdown this time.
Yeah, short yardage, you're not going to stop him. So Royse City will come out now, first and 10 from their own 30-yard line. They trail at 35-17 now. And back to throw, Richardson. Flares it out, missed tackle, and now down the sidelines. He's going to go all the way for a touchdown unless he's caught a bad angle by the defender, and it's a touchdown, 70 yards. Just a quick bubble screen out there to Bryson Arney, and a missed tackle. Caden Carter wasn't able to get him, neither was number 20, James Pierce, and he was down the sidelines and gone. We've had a lot of busts in the secondary tonight.
And that's a tough one there. You go 70 yards right up the sideline.
Now Brito will come on to try the extra point. They just won't go away, will they? Kick is up. Kick is good. It's 35-24 now. Longview on top with 6:56 to play in the third quarter. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Getting your favorite Chick-fil-A has never been easier. With the Chick-fil-A app, you can order ahead for carry-out, dine-in, or the drive-thru. Want it brought right to your door? Try Chick-fil-A delivery straight from the East or West Longview locations. Plus, every order earns you Chick-fil-A rewards, and you can redeem them for your favorites. Fast, convenient, and rewarding. That's the Chick-fil-A app. Download today and make mealtime simple. Be sure to follow Chick-fil-A East Longview and Chick-fil-A West Longview on Facebook and Instagram for fun giveaways, exciting new products, and community updates.
Life is meant to be lived in motion, in the moment, on the go. If a sports injury or chronic pain threatens to slow you down, hold you back, or take you out of the game, Christus Health is here, right where you live, with complete personalized orthopedic care. Because you have a lot of games to play, miles to go, and life to live. Christus Health, your life, our purpose. Find care near you at christushealth.org.
Longview took a 28-17 lead, then 35-17 to open the third quarter, but then Richardson was able to kick it, and now it's an onside kick, and it's recovered by Royse City, and the return man takes it all the way down to the 25-yard line. They watched some film because last year, North Forney, last week, recovered 2 onside kicks. Now the question is, did he touch it before it went 10 yards? And I think that's where the discussion is going right now. Wow. Royse City tried an onside kick. It was recovered on the dead run by the Bulldogs, and the officials are now having a conversation. And I don't believe the ball went 10 yards before it was touched.
Ball was illegally touched.
Yep.
By Royse City at the 49-yard line. After its illegal recovery, the ball's awarded to Longview at that point.
A good try by Royse City, and it almost worked. An onside kick recovered, but touched before it went the full 10 yards. So instead of a touchdown or a deep possession for Royse City, Lobos are going to have the ball at the 49-yard line. That is a huge break for Longview. But man, you got to stop these onside kicks.
Well, this hurt us for 2 weeks in a row now. And I imagine if we go to the playoffs, there'll be some people trying the same thing.
I would. First and 10, Lobos have it at Royse City 49. 2 wide receivers to the right. Longview leads at 35-24. Handoff, Mason Washington tries the left side. He's going to get about 2 yards on the play. Tackle on the play by Tegan Woods.
Mason Washington prepared.
Got to give Royse City this, boy. They have come with a fight.
They really have. I mean, they've played a really good game, and the team has struggled all year, but tonight they've played good.
They're not going away. It's hard to put them away when you're giving up big plays. 2 wide to the right side, 2nd and 8 now at the 47-yard line. Lobos running the jet sweep. Jacaden Davis can't get to the corner. He gets shoved out of bounds for a loss on the play. Tackle was made by Tegan Woods again. They lost yardage back to midfield. 3rd down and 11. Again, Royse City came in. They were 5-4. They were only 1-4 in district, but they seemed to come in here feeling like they had a chance to win this game. They played like it tonight. Lobos still lead it by a score of 35-24, but it's been a struggle. 2 wide to the right side, wing to the right. Hamilton back to throw. Now pressure coming. He rolls to his left. He's going to take off and run. And he gets knocked out of bounds at the 42-yard line in Royse City territory. Now you're looking at a 4th down and 3. Hamilton stays in the game. Caden Graves comes in at running back. Lobos are going to go for it. Herndon goes wide left. 2 wide receivers in a tighter formation to the right. Hamilton back to throw. Flares out of the backfield. Caden Graves gets the 1st down. Still running at the 30, 25, 20. And out of bounds. Pick up on the play of 30 yards to the 21 for Caden Graves. Wide receivers cleared out the deep coverage. Graves came out of the backfield, and all he had was green grass in front of him. First and 10, Longview, 5:55 to play here in the 3rd quarter. They lead it 35-24. Jaden Washington lines up on the right side. Quarterback power. They'll go right around the right side. Hamilton. No, check that. Jacaden Davis. Davis gets to around the 12-yard line on the straight quarterback sweep. And he'll be just a yard shy of the 1st down. 9-yard gain. Ball's at the 13. Frazier checks in. Mason Washington checks out. 2nd and 1. Herndon goes wide left. They're under center with the I formation. Quarterback sneak this time, and boy, it got a big push all the way to the 7-yard line, it looks like. Clock continues to run, 5:11.
The quarterback sneak picks up the 1st down.
1st and goal, Longview. From the 8-yard line, Herndon goes wide left. They stay in a 2 tight end I formation. Hamilton got under center, then stood up and checked the sidelines for the call. Now takes the snap, hands off to the tailback. Frazier hit in the backfield. Good open field tackle back there by number 11, Kingston Rogers. No gain on the play, might have lost a yard to the 8-yard line.
Kingston Rogers making the tackle.
Lobos really letting the time roll off the clock as well. Play clock down to 13. They'll hand it off. Play action, rolling to his right. Hamilton flares it out to Keelan Cummings. Cummings down. Ball came out, and it's recovered by Longview. Herndon just happened to be in the right spot. Recovered the fumble at the 2-yard line. And the clock continues to run. That was fortunate.
Complete to Keelan Cummings.
Keelan Cummings had it stripped out of his hands as he was going down, but Herndon was right there in the area, able to fall on it. 3rd down and goal from the 2. In the eye. Hamilton again steps back away from the line, checks the sidelines. Play clock down to 5. Down to 2, handoff up the middle. Frazier, touchdown, Longview. McCaden Frazier from 3 yards out. (41-24) now. Lobo starting to open up some room between them and Royse City. And Felipe Ayala will come on to try the extra point. Snap is back. The kick is up. Kick is good. And the score now, Longview 42, Royse City 24. 3:11 to play in the third quarter. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Why hire the Lobo lawyers? Because if you've been seriously injured through no fault of your own, you don't have to fight the insurance company alone. We are your pack, and we will fight for you. When it's time to Lobo up and lawyer up, call Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo Lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. Board-certified personal injury trial lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALLDAN. Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo Lawyers.
Friday Night Football. It's more than a game. It's community, pride, and giving your kids the best opportunities. With a mortgage from Telco Plus Credit Union, you can make sure your family is in the school district where champions are made, on and off the field. We offer competitive rates, quick approvals, and the hometown service you can trust. Get in the right home in the right district so your kids can play and win where it matters most. Visit telcoplus.org today. We are your financial solution. Credit and membership qualifications apply. Equal housing lender insured by the NCUA.
DeLuna with the short kickoff. It's taken by Xavier Brown to around the 30-yard line. Royse City trails at 42-24 to Longview. Lobos drove it 49 yards. Took 3 minutes and 38 seconds off the clock. And they lead 42-24 with 3:11 to play in the third quarter. Last time Royse City got their hands on it, though, they broke 170 yards for a touchdown on a quick bubble screen. Royse City comes out, 4 wide receivers. And Richardson rolling to his right, fires it out, sideline, caught. Bryson Arney made the grab for a 6-yard gain to the 35. Second down. Actually, 5 yards on the gain. It's second down and 5. Fumble on the play. Longview comes up with it. Richardson was able to try to hand it off, and they just never made the connection. And the fumble was recovered. Daryl Dolly recovers the fumble. And the Lobos now with a chance to really blow this thing open.
It's a big break for the Lobos right now.
They get the ball at the Royse City 28-yard line. 2:52 to play in the third quarter. With a 42-24 lead. It's Royse City that's made the big mistakes in this second half. And they've paid for those mistakes. 2 wide to the right side, they're in the eye. Play action. Hamilton back to throw. Looks deep. Fires downfield. Ball, a fight for it up in the air, and pass interference is going to be a call against Royse City. Herndon was being guarded closely by Brandon Darrow Harris. They both went up for the ball. The flags came out in the end zone. Yep, and Harris hit him early and grabbed a hold of him, and that's clearly pass interference.
Half the distance to the goal.
Half the distance to the goal. So let's see where they spot it. That'll be the 13-yard line on the PI. 2:44 to play here in the third quarter. Lobos up 42-24 on Royse City. And again, the Lobos starting to really pay attention to how much time they can burn off the clock as well. Now a quick sugar huddle and a handoff on a quick snap. Mason Washington hit in the backfield and thrown down back at the 15-yard line by Kingston Rogers.
Mason Washington with the carry.
That'll move the ball back to the 15. It'll be 2nd down and 12. Hobbs checks back in. Tight end Jaden Washington comes out. Second down and 12. Lobos in the eye. Hamilton play action. Rolls to his right. Looks downfield. Fires end zone. Herndon. Touchdown. Flag is down back at the 3. Let's see what the call is. Looks like it's going to be against Royse City. Holding is against Royse City. Touchdown stands. 15-yarder to Jaden Herndon. And the Lobo is starting to take control of this thing now.
Jaden Herndon is good for a Lobo touchdown.
5th touchdown pass of the night for Trey Hamilton. 2nd straight game he's thrown 5 touchdown passes. Kick by Ayala is up. It's good. And now the score is Longview 49, Royse City 24, with 1:50 to play in the third quarter. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Now you can arrive at the big game in style in any of the luxurious Buicks in stock at Peters Buick in Longview. With the largest selection of new Buicks in East Texas, you can't lose at Peters. So make the big play now in a new 2025 Buick Envista Preferred. Only $399 per month with 0 down. Enjoy the game in the comfort and luxury of a new Buick from the #1 Buick dealer in East Texas. Peters Buick. Online at peterscars.net.
Why hire the Lobo lawyers? Because if you've been seriously injured through no fault of your own, you don't have to fight the insurance company alone. We are your pack, and we will fight for you. When it's time to Lobo up and lawyer up, call Story and Hoover, the Lobo lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. Board-certified personal injury trial lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALLDAN. Story and Hoover, the Lobo lawyers.
Lobos kick it off. Ayala pooches it. It's taken at the 15-yard line. Brought back to the 20. Lobos with good downfield coverage. Tackling Brandon Darrow Harris. No gain on the return. Longview takes it 28 yards after Darrell Dolly recovered a fumble by Royse City. Trey Hamilton throws his 5th touchdown pass of the night. This one 15 yards to Jaden Herndon. That's his 3rd touchdown catch. And the Longview lead at 49-24 with 1:41 to play in the third quarter. And this is more like it. Royse City now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Handoff. Trapped in the backfield, thrown down for a loss back at the 15-yard line. Xavier Brown never had a chance. Dolly, Lawson Tubb, and James Pierce in there. A loss of 3 back to the 16. 2nd down and 13. Tight end lines up to the left. And again in the gun, this time quarterback pulls it. He's going to try to keep it around the left end. He fights to get back to the 20-yard line. Pierce makes the tackle. That gets him back to the original. Actually gets him to the 21. So it's going to be 3rd down and 8. 42 seconds and the clock continuing to roll here in the 3rd quarter. 3 wide to the right side now. Royse City rolling right. Richardson looks, fires it sideline to the right, overthrown, intended for Hudson Hayes, flag down back in the backfield. That's probably going to be a hold. Holding is the call. It's declined, and it's going to be 4th down. They're going to force Royse City to punt the football. Brito comes out. Normally Richardson is the punter, but Brito's going to punt this time. Line of scrimmage is the 21-yard line. Decaden Carter is back at his own 43. Snap, kick, high, he shanked it. Oh man, did he shank it. Bounces out of bounds at the 38-yard line. A 23-yard kick for Royse City. Everything going the Lobos' way now in this second half. Longview is going to have great field position with 20 seconds to go. They'll be at the 38-yard line of Royse City. Another short field. Trey Hamilton back in the game along with McCaden Frazier at running back. 2 wide to the left side. A lone receiver to the right with a lot of cushion. Quick pass out to the left side intended for, I believe, Glave. And it's incomplete. The ball was batted away. Just trying to bubble screen, and the defensive player got his hands up. That was number 42, Herschel Pratt, who knocked that ball down, defensive end. 2nd down and 10. Clock stops with 16 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Wing right and 2 wide to the right this time. Ball's on the left hash mark on 2nd down and 10. Hamilton rolls to his right, keeps it. He's going to run the speed option, gets to the 30, inside the 30 to the 26. He'll have a 1st down.
Hamilton.
12-yard run.
First down.
Nice offensive performance tonight by the Lobos. They're showing a little bit of everything tonight. That's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. We go to the final 12 minutes. Lobos lead it by a score of 49-24 over Royse City. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview. Football's underway, and Peters Chevrolet in Longview is celebrating with some amazing deals for you. Like a new 2026 Chevrolet Trax, only $399 per month with 0 down. Or blaze a trail down the field in a new 2026 Chevrolet Trailblazer. Only $379 per month with 0 down. Score the perfect vehicle this football season. Come and check out the largest selection of new Chevrolets at Peters Chevrolet. Online at peterscars.net. Peters Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Looking for a stress-free way to finance your next car? Fuel your dreams with an ECU auto loan. Financing your next vehicle doesn't have to be overwhelming. ECU is here to help you every step of the way. We offer competitive rates, up to 125% financing, and no payments for 60 days, so you can drive worry-free with an auto loan that fits your needs. Just visit ecu.org/auto now to get started. Eastman Credit Union.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
Lobos outscored Royse City 21-7 in the third quarter and held the ball most of the quarter. They start this drive now at the Royse City 28 on 1st and 10. Hamilton under pressure. They get him. Down he goes. Sacked by number 42, Herschel Pratt. That's the first time he's been sacked tonight. Right tackle just could not control the pass rusher. Braxton Williams let him get around him, and he took Hamilton down for a big loss all the way back to the 35-yard line. Lost 9 on the play. They've got to get to the 18 for a first down. It's going to be 2nd down and 17. Caden Graves in at running back, lines up to the right of Trey Hamilton. Hamilton dropped the snap. Now he has to fall on it. He was going to try to run a speed option, but he never got control of the snap. I think he just took his eyes off of it, ready to run before he had it, and he just fell on and ate it. And that's another loss back to the 38 now. So now it's going to be 3rd down and 21. Three wide to the left side. Another blitz coming, and a quick pass on an underneath screen to Herndon. Herndon breaks the tackle, gets to the 25-yard line for a 13-yard gain.
Hamilton's pass is complete.
It's going to be 4th down now. And it's going to be 4th and 8, and they're going to go ahead and keep the offense on the field with the line of scrimmage the 25. Graves in at running back. 2 wide receivers to the left. It's the short side of the field. The ball is on the left hash mark. And the running back goes in motion. Graves back to throw. Hamilton pressure coming. Threw it over the middle and threw it behind Sean Davis. Incomplete. And so the ball goes over on downs.
Well, he was under pretty heavy pressure.
Ball was just thrown behind Sean Davis. Covered on the play by Tavian Moore. So Royse City is going to take over 1st and 10 with 9:40 to go in the game. They'll have it at their own 25-yard line. Lobos lead at 49-24. Trying to win their 6th game of the year and then head into the playoffs on the road next week. 2 wide to the right side, and RPO fired, sidearm, incomplete, intended for Bryson Army. That pass thrown just beyond the reach of the receiver. 2nd down and 10. Wing left this time and 2 wide receivers to the left, and they'll hand it off. Xavier Brown cut it back to the left and was dropped after only about a 3-yard gain. 3rd down and 7 now. From the 28-yard line of Royse City. 3 wide to the right side. Play action. Pressure from the backside. Quick throw, incomplete to Tay Angui as Richardson was thrown down. Who was coming on that backside? Boy, he really lit him up. Jaden Woolridge hit Richardson as he was just trying to throw the ball to the left. It's 4th down now and 7 yards to go. You got to think they're going to punt the football here, even though they're down 49-24. So Richardson stays in the game. He drops back in punt formation. And he kicks it. It's a low line drive kick. Bounces at the 43. Picked up by T.J. Jackson. Jackson takes it down the right sidelines. And he's wrestled out of bounds in front of the Royse City bench around the 49-yard line. 8:48 to play in the game. Longview has the ball, again in good field position. Seems like they spent the whole second half on the Royse City side of the field.
It's been a lot better second half for the Lobos.
Yes. I think the offense controlling the ball for so much of the third quarter really helped the defense. They did blow a play and give up a 70-yard touchdown run, but the offense has held the ball so much in the second half, it's limited the possessions by Royse City. Here come the Lobos back out onto the field on offense. Again, too, they're trying to get people in the game that are seeing their last action. Kyan Choice is a wide receiver. He's a senior that rarely gets playing time. He's in the ball game right now. And he comes out by himself out on the left side with nobody on him. I formation, handoff, Frazier up the middle. Frazier running hard to get to the 46-yard line. 4-yard gain. You'd look to see the Lobos do more of this now.
McCaden Frazier.
Alfred Hall is a senior who is getting some of his first action of the year. Now checking in, Datry Jones on the offensive line. We're seeing bodies rotated in and out as we try to get a lot of seniors in the game now. From the eye, 2nd down and 6. Handoff to the fullback up the middle. Fights to get to the 36-yard line in Royse City territory. I believe that's Devian Jackson, who rarely gets any touches. And he blasted up the middle. He's a senior, and he got a first down.
I think we've just about gotten everybody in the game you can.
That's what's so great about finally opening up the lead they've got now is they're able to get all those people on the field that John King, wants to give them a chance to get some playing time here on senior night. 1st and 10 Lobos from the 36-yard line of Royse City, 7:22 to play in the ball game. Again, he drops the snap from the center. Now, I wonder who's playing center right now. That may have something to do with it. Hamilton wasn't able to hang on to it. I don't think Beckett Cox is in there anymore.
It's difficult to try to pick the center out because there's a whole bunch of people between the center and us.
Yes. Got to get that timing. If you're not used to taking the snap from a certain guy, then maybe it is Cox. 2nd down and 11 for Longview. 6:36 to go in the game. A delayed handoff to try to draw a play, and McCaden Frazier was hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss. He was swallowed up back there by number 79, Kareem Mayo.
I think it's Jimmy Castillo that's been playing center the last couple of plays.
Kamarian Pickron comes in at wide receiver. This is somebody we haven't seen at the wide out this year. 5:58, clock continues to run. Play clock's down to 8 seconds. 3rd down and 13 at the 39-yard line. Snap back with 1 second left. Trey Hamilton pulls it down. He's got a lot of running room. He runs out of bounds at the first down marker. Maybe 2 yards beyond it, gets out at the 25 for a 15-yard gain and a first down. Lobo's starting to choke the life out of Royse City now. It took a while to put them away, but they're just about done.
It's a lot better second half for Longview.
Play clock down to 10 before they even break the huddle. Now it's down to 7, 6. They're just milking the clock now. Snapped it with 1 second left. Handoff up the middle into the secondary at the 10, still running at the 5. My goodness, what a run by Devian Jackson. 2 big bursts at fullback for the first time he's run the ball this year.
I know it. That was pretty impressive.
22-yard run by Jackson. First and goal from the 5. Handoff to Jackson again. This time he's knocked down and the ball comes out. And now it's being run back the other way, but it's being blown dead. Ball was picked up by Kingston Rogers. Let's see if he actually did fumble. Yep, he fumbled it. And then it was recovered by Rogers, who was on his knees when he picked up the ball. So that marked him down. So if Royse City's ball, they'll get it at their own 5. Okay, doggone it. Devian, you had such a great game going there. Now, let's hear what the officials have to say. Offsides against Royse City. Microphone didn't work, so I guess that means the Lobos are going to hang on to the ball. When it looked like the ball had been fumbled and it was going to be Royse City football at the 5. That moves the ball half the distance to the goal line. That's going to be marked at the 2.5-yard line. Here come the Lobos on first and goal from the 3. And there's a whistle. Official still talking to the coach over on the sideline, so. Drew Colvin's gotten to know these officials well tonight. He's had a lot of one-on-one time with them. He's arguing his case. He's not going to win it, but he's going to waste a lot of time. I mean, he's getting his money's worth out of it, but he's not going to change anybody's mind, so I'm not quite sure what the conversation's about. Unless he just likes Longview a lot and he wants to stay here for another hour or 2.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not it.
That's all he's doing.
I know it. He's just chewing the fat with the...
Is he going to get a hotel room and contribute to the economy?
Yeah, I bet he's going to do that.
Yeah, right. He may stop off at a bar on the way home. Oh, my goodness. All right, so now they're going to roll the clock, and it's going to run at 5:10 to go. Lobos up 49-24 on Royse City. They have it first and goal at the 3-yard line after an offsides call. Hamilton under center. Drop the ball again. He is having a hard time with that snap. And that loses yardage back to the 5-yard line with 4:37 to go in the game. That exchange between the center and the quarterback is an adventure right now. I think I'd be thinking about putting Beckett Cox back in.
Yeah.
He said
probably stop some of these.
Yeah. All right, handoff to the tailback this time of Caden Frazier on 2nd and goal from the 5. Frazier gets inside the 5 to about the 3-yard line. They'll spot him at the 4. 3rd and goal now. Main thing, though, is the clock is just running away with it. 3:50 to play in the game. Longview 49, Royse City 24. Lobos win tonight. They finished the season at 6 wins and 4 losses. The 4 losses by a grand total of 11 points. 1 play in each of those 4 losses, and they'd be undefeated right now. On 3rd and goal from the 5. Hamilton under center again. Hands off to the fullback. Jackson. Jackson won't get there. He's at the 1.
Davion Jackson with the carry.
They'll actually spot him at the 2. It's going to be 4th down. Well, was it 4th down? Looks like they're sending the defense on. Okay, I'm confused. They're going to try the field goal. Okay. They're going to go ahead and let Felipe Ayala kick a field goal. Spotted down at the 8-yard line. 18-yard kick is up, and it's good. And the Lobos are into the 50s now. 52-24 with 2:36 to play in the ball game. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Now you can arrive at the big game in style in any of the luxurious Buicks in stock at Peters Buick in Longview. With the largest selection of new Buicks in East Texas, you can't lose at Peters. So make the big play now in a new 2025 Buick Envista Preferred. Only $399 per month with 0 down. Enjoy the game in the comfort and luxury of a new Buick from the #1 Buick dealer in East Texas. Peters Buick. Online at peterscars.net.
Friday Night Football. It's more than a game. It's community, pride, and giving your kids the best opportunities. With a mortgage from Telco Plus Credit Union, you can make sure your family is in the school district where champions are made, on and off the field. We offer competitive rates, quick approvals, and the hometown service you can trust. Get in the right home in the right district so your kids can play and win where it matters most. Visit telcoplus.org today. We are your financial solution. Credit and membership qualifications apply. Equal housing lender insured by the NCUA.
Back at Lobo Stadium, Brian Houston along with Johnny Vaughn. Lobos drive 50 yards. Ayala with an 18-yard field goal gives Longview a 52-24 lead over Royse City with 2:36 to go in the ball game. Lobos had an 11-point lead at halftime, and that lead was looking shaky, but they've come out and played a strong second half. Kick is going to be taken at the 2-yard line, brought out to the 10, hit at the 15, breaks a tackle out to the 20, 21-yard line. And a lot of yapping going on between the two teams now. Royse City will have the ball 1st and 10 as the return was made by Brandon Darrow Harris out to the 22. Richardson stays in the game. And he'll hand it off up the middle to Xavier Watson. Watson gets pushed back by that Longview defensive front. Number 99, Gustavo De Luna.
Xavier Jones in the tackle.
2 minutes even, and that's going to be a timeout here. The 2-minute warning. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Life is meant to be lived in motion, in the moment, on the go. If a sports injury or chronic pain threatens to slow you down, hold you back, or take you out of the game, Chris's Health is here, right where you live. with complete personalized orthopedic care. Because you have a lot of games to play, miles to go, and life to live. Christus Health, your life, our purpose. Find care near you at christushealth.org.
At McDaniel's Quality Body Works, we know that with steep premiums and high deductibles, many families are avoiding insurance claims. Many of our customers at McDaniel's are choosing to pay out of pocket for repairs rather than risking even higher premiums or cancellation. Each one of our McDaniel's locations in Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer will be offering customer-paid discounts. We encourage you to come by and visit with our staff and let us show you how we can help meet your budget. McDaniel's Quality Body Works, Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer.
Royse City, following the 2-minute timeout, has a 2nd down and 8 from the 25. They'll hand it off to Xavier Watson up the middle, and again, just a big scrum and a lot of pushing and shoving, and that will gain maybe a couple of yards. Out to the 28, 1:44 to go. Tonight's ball game brought to you in part by Tri-State Water, Power, and Air. Visit tristategenerators.com for your backup game plan. We'll have the Sorey and Hoover Law Firm postgame show, and we'd remind you to join Harlan the Sports Guy and Pigskin Bob for the Friday night scoreboard show over on KYKX 105.7 after our ball game tonight. We look forward to talking to Coach John King here after the ball game tonight. Lobos lead at 52-24. Royse City on 3rd down and 5. Hands it off again. Watson. And again, Watson gets shoved back. Royse City just content to just run the clock out now. 56 seconds to go in the game. Royse City will fall to 5-5 on the year. Lobos will go to 6-4. And they'll be headed to the playoffs as the 4th place team. They're just going to let the clock run down. Play clock's down to 10. They'll snap it one more time. 5 seconds to go on the play clock. They'll hand it off. Coming right, Watson tries the right side to pick up a 1st down. With 15.8 seconds to go, they'll move the chains, run the clock, and we may not see another play. Longview's going to win this ball game by a score of 52-24. And again, they'll ensure a winning season, and they're headed to the playoffs next week on the road against Rowlett. Final score tonight, Longview 52, Royse City 24. We'll come back with the postgame show when we return. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview. Football's underway, and Peters Chevrolet in Longview is celebrating with some amazing deals for you. Like a new 2026 Chevrolet Trax, only $399 per month with 0 down. Or blaze a trail down the field in a new 2026 Chevrolet Trailblazer, only $379 per month with 0 down. Score the perfect vehicle this football season. Come and check out the largest selection of new Chevrolets at Peters Chevrolet. Online at peterscars.net. Peters Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Whether you're looking for a boat, motorcycle, camper, ATV, or personal watercraft, Eastman Credit Union has a loan to fit your needs. We offer 100% financing options and no payments for 60 days, so you can live your dream today. Hit the road or the waves in style with an RV and power sports loan from ECU. Start your adventure today. Eastman Credit Union. Loan and payment deferral are subject to credit approval.
Getting your favorite Chick-fil-A has never been easier. With the Chick-fil-A app, you can order ahead for carry-out, dine-in, or the drive-thru. Want it brought right to your door? Try Chick-fil-A Delivery, straight from the East or West Longview locations. Plus, every order earns you Chick-fil-A rewards, and you can redeem them for your favorites. Fast, convenient, and rewarding. That's the Chick-fil-A app. Download today and make mealtime simple. And be sure to follow Chick-fil-A East Longview and Chick-fil-A West Longview on Facebook and Instagram for fun giveaways, exciting new products, and community updates.
Why hire the Lobo lawyers? Because if you've been seriously injured through no fault of your own, you don't have to fight the insurance company alone. We are your pack, and we will fight for you. When it's time to Lobo up and lawyer up, call Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. Board-certified personal injury trial lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALLDAN. Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo lawyers.
At McDaniel's Quality Body Works, we know that with steep premiums and high deductibles, many families are avoiding insurance claims. Many of our customers at McDaniel's are choosing to pay out of pocket for repairs rather than risking even higher premiums or cancellation. Each one of our McDaniel's locations in Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer will be offering customer-paid discounts. We encourage you to come by and visit with our staff and let us show you how we can help meet your budget. McDaniel's Quality Body Works, Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer.
Welcome to the Longview Lobo postgame show on 106.5 Jack FM.
Brought to you by the law offices of Sorey and Hoover on 106.5 Jack FM.
Back here at Lobo Stadium, Brian Houston along with Johnny Vaughn as the Lobos win it tonight by a score of 52-24. They go to 6-4 on the season, headed for the playoffs with a winning record. And with us right now is the head football coach of the Longview Lobos, John King. Congratulations, Coach. What did you think about tonight's game?
Well, I thought we came out offensively and really took it to them. I threw the ball well, ran the ball well, had a good mixture, and then, defensively we didn't stop the big play, and then kind of settled down at halftime and did a good job of stopping the big play.
What were they doing on offense to give you so much trouble in the first half, particularly?
Well, I mean, they had an open week for us. They showed a few different things, but we didn't tackle well in space. I mean, it was pretty bad, to be honest with you. Secondary did not fit the run very good, didn't play the ball well in the air. Looked like they closed their eyes half the time, to be honest with you. I'm like, how do you miss that guy? I missed that ball. So, but they got it fixed at halftime,
They did.
And played a little bit better. We come out, start the second half. We got an 11-point lead, and take 7 minutes off the clock, score. One play, they go back down the field, so. But it's kind of frustrating just knowing that you played better than that, because we have played really good defense up until the last couple of weeks. Of course, the North Forney debacle, that was as much their personnel as anything. And then tonight, we just didn't fit well. But the good thing is, I mean, we got it fixed at halftime. Offense was able to move the ball, shoot clock, score points, and we come out here with a win. And we're 6-4, which, I mean, that's not what everybody wants, but it's a winning record. It's 25 years in a row with winning records. And it's 25 years in a row we're going to the playoffs. And we're going to go to the dance next week. We're going to travel to Rowlett, I believe. I believe Wally East won tonight, correct?
I believe that's right.
I was told they won, so if that's true, we'll travel to Rowlett, play them in Garland on Friday night at 7 o'clock. I don't know the exact stadium.
Okay.
We talked about it. I think it's HBJ.
Homer Johnson?
I think so. Don't quote me on that. But
that's where they usually play their home games.
Yeah.
So
that's where we'll be going. So fortunate to be making the playoffs, because I know there's a lot of people that don't get that opportunity, and it doesn't matter what a record is. It's a one-game season here on out. And, in 2010, we were 6-4, went to the semifinals.
I was about to bring that up, because last time you had a 4-loss season, you went all the way to the second to last game. So
should have been playing for it all. But, it's about being hot at the right time, being healthy, and, kids just want to keep playing. Sometimes you beat up. Sometimes, kids just get tired of playing. They don't want to work to fix it. And I've been through both, and there's times that you take a team like we had in 2010 that was hungry, wasn't ready to quit playing, and we caught fire. And so I'm anxious to see how our kids are going to respond come Monday.
Coach, when you go back and you look at this season, I know it's not over yet, but when you think about 4 ball games lost by 11 total points, you think about how close you were to being an undefeated team this year. What does that tell you?
Comes back to tell me that we don't do the little things right. Those little things come back and got us in 4 games. That's what it tells me. It's like, told them today, they got an earful today. And our walkthrough at lunch, just not taking care of the little things. I told them that might be what we're fighting for right now. Maybe we don't know how to act right all the time. Maybe we don't know how to take care of the little things. They don't come big things. But so close, but yet so far away, because we're going to continue to do the silly stuff that, little things become big things the more you do them. And that's what I've told them. If we don't cut that crap out, it's just going to keep rearing its head. And rearing its head, and it's just going to bite us in the butt when it's, the most inopportune time. So, but, we're talented, we're inexperienced and young in some spots, so that's part of growing up. And, heck, we're 10 games in. They better be growing up now, because I can tell you, it's big boy ball here on out.
Speaking of growing up, Trey Hamilton now 10 touchdown passes in the last 2 ball games, and in each of those games, Herndon's caught 3 touchdowns. So talk about his Hamilton's development and the way he's come on in the last month.
Well, I think, Coach Sanders does a great job of putting schemes in that free people up, when we're able to throw the ball. Trey's done a great job of getting the ball to our receivers, and, Herndon's been a beneficiary of a lot of those. Sean Davis caught a couple tonight. Proud for that kid. He's worked his tail off. I think that's his first 2 touchdowns.
That's right.
So, proud of that, and just continue to work. And, that just goes to show you keep working. You never know what'll happen. But, Trey's throwing the ball well. Yeah, I thought our offensive line protected well. And, he got talented guys he's throwing to.
Yeah. That offense tonight, you ran so many different packages and different personnel in and out. Was that just something to just try to overload Rowlett with as much film as they would have to study for a week?
To be honest with you, it was to slow some of their stuff down.
Okay.
Because they blitz you in a lot of different ways, and when you start adding pockets in there, they try to start blitzing. It kind of changed that thought process up. We didn't come out in a lot of spread formations the whole night. We mixed in some 2 tight end sets, 3 tight end sets, that makes you put different personnel in the game, and that will in turn change your thought process on your blitz package. And it did. It slowed some of that down, but it makes them also have to play man coverage. And sometimes they play man coverage that, it ain't good if you match up on the wrong guy.
After all these years, you like throwing the ball this much?
I like to get out of here, little son. He gets mad at me when I ask him to get in there and run that little guy. I don't care. I told him, I don't care. I didn't hire you to ask me what to run. Go score points. Now, the way it was going in the first half, I told him at halftime, I said, look here now. We don't need to leave our defense out there all night.
Right.
We need to grab some of this clock, get points, and wear them down, and let our defense rest and get regrouped. And I thought, last week against North Forney, our problem in the third quarter was didn't field kicks, of course. And offensively, we didn't do enough to rest our defense, so they kind of got tired, wore down. But anyway, we did it tonight.
I was going to say something about Cummins. He didn't get a lot of carries, but he gets them down close. He's a load.
Yeah, he's had a good senior year. He's a great kid, high character kid. Unselfish, doesn't say a whole lot, takes on his role, does whatever you ask him to, because a lot of times it's grunt work now. Like you said, don't get a lot of carries. But
I know it.
Caught the ball out of the backfield, had a touchdown run, and I was excited for Davion Jackson there.
Yes.
Senior kid, trying to get them all in the game. I think we got every senior in the game tonight.
It looked like.
I had one that's injured. He's been injured for the year. He didn't get in. And another one lost in the middle of the year. He has a knee problem, so 29 to 31 should have gotten in.
Well, we saw a lot of new bodies tonight, and so I know you were glad to be able to get that done. Talk a little bit about this senior class. I know it's not your last game, but it's maybe the last time some of those kids get on the field.
Well, it's the last time they'll be at Lobo Stadium. That's what I told them. I said, 2 things we're playing for tonight. A winning record, and for our seniors to go out with a win at Lobo Stadium the last time. It's on senior night, because, it's something you don't want to be a part of. And I've been a part of that, and it's not fun. And to do that was good. But, yeah, it could be the last time some of them play, and I hope not. I hope they get a chance, all of them get a chance to play. But the reality is it could be. And I'm glad we got them in. I'm glad they were able to contribute, come out here with a win on senior night. And it's been just a roller coaster year. I mean, from the 4 games we lost by 11 points to just the changes we've had. I mean, Coach Sanders had to adjust to the kids. The kids had to adjust to Coach Sanders. I think that's all kind of settled in now, and that's been it's a lot smoother than it was when we started the year, because there were things that he wanted to do that we couldn't quite do. But now we can do them. We just kept working. And there's things that we did he didn't totally understand, but now he does. So and then, of course, me, and then, in and out and coaching, and, but our kids were resilient. I mean, they just keep grinding, and like I say, water off a duck's back. It's next man up. That's what it is. But but it is different. I mean, like today, we had several of them that were sick, and I told them, I said, we can run around here and have a pity party, or what you can do is suck it up, because you're not the first person that ever been sick had to play a football game.
Yeah.
I mean, and we've all done that, right?
Yeah.
And I told them the truth, the story when I was in college. I'd been sick for 2 days. Throwing up, couldn't eat pregame meal, coming out both ends, one of those. And I played the best football game, graded the highest ever grade in college that night.
Is that right?
Maybe I should have got sick more.
I was going to say, man, you try that meal again.
But, I mean, you just got to put that crap behind you. We can all find an excuse, right? We can all find a reason for this or that. Just go play. If I guarantee you, I told him, I said, guarantee if you want to go to the mall, you wouldn't be sick. So don't give me that crap.
So all things said and done now, how are you feeling, first of all?
I'm feeling all right. 8 days in the radiation. I really the side effects hadn't kicked in yet, other than my tongue swollen a little bit, but they told me that would happen. So still doing my therapy and continue to do that, and keep coaching. Excuse me. One second. And just keep coaching and go watch the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets every chance I get.
And you don't have to do that tomorrow, so you don't have to get on a plane tomorrow for a change.
No, I don't. I'll be at the house.
Get a chance to rest?
Yeah, I may rest a little bit.
Might sleep till 6?
Maybe. Time changes got me.
Well, Coach, do you feel pretty good about your team now after this second half going into the playoffs next week?
I do. I mean, we're different than what we've been in years past. As you alluded to, throwing the ball. I mean, we're doing more of that. And it fits us this year. We're a little undersized in some spots up front, but we can move, and we have skill guys. We have a quarterback that can throw it, and we just got to, continue to improve that. It's like I told you, this big boy ball here on out, in one game season, and everybody's got the same chance. So that was one of our thoughts for the week, or our thought for the week, about taking action, because you may not get a second chance. That's kind of what it's fixing to be the rest of the way. And our goal, we come in there Mondays to go 1-0. That's it. That's our focus.
Very good. Coach, thank you so much for coming in tonight. We appreciate it. Congratulations on the winning season, and good luck as we get ready for the playoffs.
You bet. I'll let y'all know the playoff information. I'll confirm it with you hopefully tonight.
Fantastic. Okay? All right, Coach John King of the Longview Lobos. The Lobos win it by a score of 59-24 tonight to go to 6-4 next week, playing Rowlett somewhere in the Garland area, and we'll be there with you. We don't know the time of the kickoff yet or anything like that, but as soon as we know that stuff, we'll be able to pass that on to you. But we're expecting to be there with the John King Show, followed by the call of the ball game. So you be sure to tune into 106.5 Jack FM. For Johnny Vaughn, for Matt Morton back at the station, I'm Brian Houston. Thanks very much for listening tonight, and we'll see you next week. You've been listening to Longview Lobo Football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Why hire the Lobo lawyers? Because if you've been seriously injured through no fault of your own, you don't have to fight the insurance company alone. We are your pack, and we will fight for you. When it's time to Lobo up and lawyer up, call Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. Board-certified personal injury trial lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALLDAN. Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo lawyers.
Listening to the Longview Lobo Postgame Show, an exclusive exclusive broadcast presentation on 106.5 Jack FM. Also brought to you by the law offices of Sorey and Hoover.